is going on, guys? Welcome to the Lore Reloaded, the funnest place on the internet. Why is it doing
COVID-free.
that? It's COVID free. Why is it doing that? It's not supposed to be doing that. There it is. There it is. That was something. All right. Glad I could mess that up first thing in the morning. All right. So we have a new person who will be playing with us for the foreseeable future. One Trek Lad. If you haven't checked him out, you guys should definitely go to youtube.com/ what is it? Trek Lad?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Just type Trek Lad in the thing. Hopefully it'll get there. I don't know.
Go to YouTube and search for the most average Star Trek content creator, and I will appear.
Right next to Lore Reloaded. It's fine.
That's what I was going to say, man. That's whatever. I'll look.
Well, no, average, not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Then you get me.
I'll look at my sub numbers versus y'all's anytime. I'm saying 3 of you combined. Anyway, guys, today we are going to be getting back to
again?
It is a sex thing. It is. We were talking about how all 3 of them were pregnant with my babies, including Jesse.
I was gonna
Trek
save
Lad,
it. I did. Why do you think I filmed the camera from this way down?
So they couldn't see.
So you don't see this, you know.
So it's a fun-filled adventure, guys.
Are you the energy being from the child just going around?
Yes. Not him. It's me.
Oh, it's you. Gotcha. Just going right up Troy's bedding there.
I hear he makes some banging tricorders too, so you know.
Ha!
Yeah.
That's a reference to a current thing.
Yeah, lower decks joke. There we are. That's why Lore Runner looks so confused. All right.
No, Lord Runner's confused because the thing is working wrong.
What is working wrong, sir?
There we go. Yeah, everything is fixed.
There we are. All right. So, as for those who are new and don't know what's going on, we have Lore Runner, Trek and Jesse Gender on with us, and we will be playing a pen and paper game. I'm hearing myself.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's the phone.
It's the phone. Okay. So, for those who didn't know or who weren't here last time, we will be. They were on a new planet. And the planet, before getting there, they had received a shockwave that knocked out some of the ship's systems on the USS Bunker Hill. Of course, they're not going to be supported by the USS Maxwell Forest for the moment. We had the good old Captain Lore, who decided to keep his shields up and his weapons up, and then after a while was like, you know what, I'll just let I'll let the weapons down, but we'll keep the shields. Just the weapons, shields, stay up, because that's what you do. Because this is America, and in America, we have the right to defend ourselves.
Yes, it's America in another part of the galaxy, run by mostly non-humans who are probably not even from.
America is everywhere. All right, Lore.
Oh, that's what that manifest destiny thing.
From sea to shining
Okay,
planet.
I'm with it. From sea to shining planet.
She's in a sea, so
why is it shining?
So not only does it start with USS, but it's the Bunker Hill. So
that's true.
Yeah,
that is. Yeah, there you go.
That is right.
QED.
All right. Last time we were there as well, we had Jesse on planet with, as I was speaking, Lore on the ship, and we at this point have to discover what is happening to some of the lost individuals. Lishka, a female Ferengi, had mentioned that there were some lost individuals, and so they were going to go under Day C. See, now we pull it together. There we go. Title, roll credits, to try to figure out what is going on. Right before we left, though, they did get their engineers set up on it, and luckily, one of the main engineers, one of the best engineers, finally figured out a way. I don't know if his sheet is at any point going to justify this, by the way. I haven't checked. But it's going to say,
you're an engineer now?
It's finally going to get them down there. Of course, Jesse would have to return in order for them to go through it. And you have been in contact with the Maxwell Forest since then, which will allow me to force you down there, whether you like it or not, Lore. So that's always a positive.
I shoot myself immediately.
Shoot right in
Go
front
down to the
of
planet.
Right in front.
I don't want to. I'm done.
I know how this works. You go to the planet and bad things happen. I know, literally and personally. So
Are you wearing a red shirt?
skipping.
Is that what's happening right now?
Well, not today, but you know.
That's the last thing. The last thing he sees. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just said hides the blood. That's all. That's all.
The last thing the captain sees on the view screen is you did this, and then it's just a laser blast.
That gives me a really horrible idea for Dominion War story now, where it's basically exactly like, could you hail Starfleet Command? Yeah, sure. On screen. You sure you want it? Yes, I want it on the main view screen. Admiral, yes, you did this, and just blows his head off right in front of the crew, and the admiral's just, because admirals are stupid, so he had no idea how to deal with that, right? He's just
whatever, sir. Done. I could see some people doing that.
I'm going to write that story now.
By the way, guys, this is sponsored by
I mean, they did that.
Modifius.com.
They did that in Star Trek Picard, essentially.
Yes, they did do that on Star Trek Picard. They did the exact opposite of anything we've ever seen, and against the spirit. I completely agree with you, Jesse. I'm glad that we come together on that. They did do stupid things like that. Something you would never see and make a joke in Dominion War because it would never show up on Deep Space Nine. They did that on Picard. Yes,
they did. There was a captain who blew his brains out and traumatized his crew. It was great. I love Star Trek.
I love Star Trek. It's come so far.
Why?
By the way, guys, don't forget to go to Modifius.com, where you can Star Trek Adventures, specifically sponsors.
Yeah, you can play this game and have sex and kill yourself.
Yeah.
And beat people, but it's okay as long as they're male.
Yeah, Trek Lad, we rarely actually play the game, so this is really just coming on and hanging out. So
yeah, let's actually move forward. Let's move forward.
One thing to tell you though, Trek Lad, you'll get a joke out of this. I haven't told you. This is actually sponsored by Modifius, but they have never, even though they put everyone that I've ever seen sponsored, they have never put mine on their website. I'm not saying I'm upset about that. I'm saying I understand it.
I take full credit for that. That's me.
Anyway,
I'm attempting to work out why. I'm attempting to
currently understand. I think they're a British company, which is why I brought you on. See, it all works out.
Oh yes, so I can go and have
a diversity
conversation.
hire.
Yes,
I'm a conversation with them.
A tick in the box. There you go. Move on.
As everyone knows, the UK, very much like the Chinese, you need to have the influence of the mother country to get there.
I'm the token Brit. I'm the token Brit. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
He has a 10% stake in this this podcast. All right, guys. So anyway, all of you guys have been returned. In fact, there is a new up-and-comer who's not an engineer. He actually did not do that.
The moment I see him,
I guess we're going to roll PvP then. That's where we're going.
Yep. No, just right then. He comes up, and he just looks at me. What's your character name? I'm sorry.
Even he.
Oh, what's my character's name? Something stupid. Ball.
Ball. Okay, so I'd say Lieutenant Ball, and I just struck him right in the face.
Cheers. Thanks for that.
He says you wanted my job. He said you did this.
You did this. You made me do this. Oh God, they beat me. No, it's okay. He's a guy. So
great intro.
That's the introduction. And I'm like, God, no, it was a light touch. I was just kidding.
Okay. I mean, the problem is I'm a Delta and I've got no hair, so you've probably marked me up. I can't hide it. I can't brush a fringe over or anything.
That's a fair point. I've got an idea. Hang on, Jesse. Hang on. And I just put the two of you in a room and close the door.
Oh dear God! Oh dear God!
That's quick. That was quick.
Let's just move it.
Wait, as a Delta, you're
so many dark implications there.
You can take it however you want.
Will probably be the last time Trek Lad comes on one of these shows. See, this is why you should.
Sorry, I should.
Welcome, Trek Lad.
I apologize. Enough snarking. Here, serious mode. Game face.
We're not going to be.
I'm pleased to be here.
Oh, yeah,
I'm going to say that I've got two Kelpians in the studio who are attempting to bring down my studio light. So if everything crashes and goes dark, then Baal is dead.
Hey, I am literally in my car right now because my power is out. For those who are watching this, like, you're gonna be okay.
I might join you. Yeah. You'll hear a crash and some yowls, and Baal is dead. Hashtag Baal is dead.
Hashtag done. Done. All right. So we are going to be getting set. So the engineers have been working pretty hard on it.
Wait, what about the up and comer?
Hold on, buddy. Hold on, baby.
I want to get to
it.
I already slugged him.
Okay,
right?
so in universe,
Star Trek doesn't need to be well told story. It just needs to be a story that preaches at you. Okay.
Going back to Star Trek Picard, we're doing the Star Trek Picard one today. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so we're just gonna for a second stop because I absolutely, one of the things I loved on Twitter was someone was like talking how bad Lower Decks was, and talking about how all of the nuance and all of the thought out plots are now gone because of Lower Decks. And
fucking comedy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you ever seen like the original series? They have like a Nazi planet and a gangster planet, and they're not trying to be funny. So anyway,
yeah, I also just love the existential crisis that they should always be. It's like, oh, this planet's exactly like Earth in every single way.
Yeah, and they have that has a
so
constitution.
God exists, I guess, but we're just gonna ignore that.
And they have
we defeated him with a torpedo. Don't forget.
And he sounded like not Wile E. Coyote. Who's the other one? The red-haired Yosemite Sam is what God sounds like. But no, nuanced. When I think Trek, I think deep, nuanced. Anyway, guys, remember, go to modifius.com. They actually now have the queue out as one of the adversaries that can be included. All right, so engineers have been working pretty tirelessly so that you guys are able to get down to the underneath to see what's been going on with the refinery, as well as finding these lost people. Going down there, of course, someone who has been working with these crew, who is an up-and-comer, showing some very, very diligent work, shall we say, is a man who goes by Ball Edzendal. I will, in fact, only call him that today. Going forward, he will be Lieutenant Treklad. Just like we have Lieutenant Lore and Lieutenant Jesse. Yep. He is being introduced to you. He's one of the ones that is really new to the command structure. That's what he's under. And
we should put him in charge of this mission.
And they want you to be there for him, be his mentor, and help him out.
You're in charge.
I'm with the Science Bros. So yeah, you're in charge there, Treklad.
You are now command.
Okay.
That's the confidence I like to hear in my leader. Okay.
I have sworn an oath of celibacy.
Oh yes, I absolutely do not want to have sex with you while we're on the subject.
And that fits perfectly. Oh my God, we all just like fit perfectly. Your character commits an oath of celibacy, and Lore always basically says, "I am not sexually attracted to you."
Yeah,
and
I'm not gonna introduce myself and say hello to everyone. I'm just gonna say, hands off the goods.
And then just steamy sex for the next 20 minutes of the episode.
The buffet is closed.
Wow.
We could still fantasize, right?
And I have no hair.
We could.
But the beard.
See, I should be playing the Delton, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I want to imagine that you keep the beard as the Delton. Like you have no hair, but you have the beard.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna have to memory alpha that. I don't know if that's allowed. I feel like there might be a Star Trek fan out there that goes, but no Deltons have beards.
An entire race of species.
No existing Deltons have beards.
I'm changing that stuff right now.
That's modifius.com. Don't forget, you can actually now have the board there.
I own part of that company, apparently.
Yeah, he is. As was stated, we were required to. The United Kingdom is now embracing Chinese doctrine. All right.
The most political show on the internet.
The most political show on the internet. Oh, man.
We need to just, you know what we should do? We should keep a list of every country in the world and hit one like every week.
We've
already hit France. We just hit China
Zimbabwe.
and the UK. We need to do Zimbabwe. We need to do Madagascar. Just go down the list.
Okay. What the hell is wrong?
Fucking Denmark has it coming,
Luxembourg. I've got my eye. I've got my eye on
freaking Luxembourgers.
All right. That's interesting.
This is why I live in space. I'm not part of it.
So you don't have to deal with it. All right, so the three of you are being sent down.
He's in charge. It's his call.
It's not. He was ordered. You're to go down there with him as his mentors.
Are you just going to
Am I still on the planet? Because I was hitting on the Frank.
You're just going to go along with... sometimes being an officer is turning against the leader. It's knowing when to say no.
I've seen Star Trek before, sir. It is absolutely a truth. Oh, yeah, hang on. The Admiral gave us the order. I can't quite get it through. Sorry.
Yep.
Let's keep going on the mission. Every single one of them did that.
Every single one of them did that.
Every single one of the main captains of the shows.
Yeah, I actually just watched the Deep Space Nine episode where they did that. That wasn't that part of the two-parter with they attacked the Dominion, I believe. The Dominion home planet.
Yes, it was. It was.
Dyer's Cast. Improbable
Yes, thank
Course.
you.
Dyer's Cast. Yeah.
Improbable
Yeah,
Cast. I was going to say the Roman episode, and then no one was going to understand what I was talking about. The Dyer's Cast. It's a Roman quote. Anyways.
Yeah, I got you. I totally got you. I got the reference. I'm smart.
I'm not.
I'm not compensating for anything.
Okay, here we go, folks. So, at this point, you need to assemble a team. You're on the ship, the USS Bunker Hill. So, I guess I really need to give you some of the background. I probably should tell you.
Yeah, just throw them to the wall.
Just so you're aware, you originally started on the Maxwell Forest, which was dispatched from the Alpha Quadrant deeper in the opposite direction, steering the time of Dominion War. I can't believe I didn't even tell you any of this. And at this point, you find yourself on the USS Bunker Hill, which is a modified, advanced Miranda-class vessel. At this point, as stated, you are to work with your other teammates to try to figure out what is going on. The ship had been hit by a pulse, as was stated, knocked out some systems. You got there.
Tetrion pulse.
Yeah, Tetrion pulse. That can't be detected, yet somehow they detected it. There's a female Ferengi who is in charge, who has stated that she is missing some people in the sea. At this juncture, you have the resources of the USS Bunker Hill, as well as your fellow teammates.
Yep,
and
we're at your disposal.
You now have to go into the sea and or you don't have to go into the sea, but you now have to find the people that are under the sea, shall we say, under the sea.
Okay.
That's the second time. You can only do it a third time. That's the rule.
So can I just, before we get going, can I just remind you all that my oath of celibacy is on record?
All right, pin him down, guys.
That's the only thing it's the only thing this character's going to say.
Whoa!
What? We're just going to make sure that he understands. No, he's still celibate. It's just,
It's not. He stays celibate as long as he doesn't have a choice. What the hell is wrong?
This is my first episode, and I'm being pinned down by my new comrades. You're going to make this beard go grey.
You'll keep your celibacy at least. Last session we were talking.
I want to transfer.
It's not wrong. It's not. Oh my God! It's not wrong if it's a.
I've been sullied.
I've been sullied. That's what he's yelling out. I've been sullied. Oh man! Holy hell! All right.
Is there a counselor on this ship?
There is.
Yes, but she's gonna.
They're pregnant. They're
Who do you think gave the order to pin you down? What the hell?
The counselor on the ship is currently pregnant with a freaking space baby.
To kind of help out, there are a couple options. You can have the abilities, of course, anything on a ship, anything that's happened within an actual episode. By the way, thanks so much for supporting Tony. Anything that's happened in a Star Trek episode that really counts, so not like Picard or Discovery, you can do here. So you have scanners, which come back online, as well as defensive systems, and of course the modified shuttles to go down there. So at this point, and if you need some help, I'm going to force one of the two to actually do something. But what exactly would you like to? Where would you like to go with it in command? If you don't want to be in command, I'll just force one of the others. Robert.
So we've got people trapped under the sea.
Yeah.
My oath of celibacy is on file.
Well, no.
And we need to get to the people under the sea.
We don't know where they are. They've gone missing. So maybe they're trapped under the sea. Maybe they're all just
You mentioned the fact that the sea is dilithium, right?
Yeah.
The sea itself is made. It has a large dilithium and crystalline makeup of it.
All right. So I'd like to exercise my right to execute the Janeway maneuver.
Oh God, no.
And maintain course.
Okay, so we
lose
are currently going down. So we're just gonna keep.
Deaths will be at 104%.
All the children.
All the kids. All the children.
Lore Runner has not
So many
seen
children.
the show. He's got
No,
no
I
idea what we're talking. This is all lower
No,
decks.
I'm just picturing Janeway and in general. I apologize.
They actually say that.
Oh.
They actually say that though. The one of the ensigns.
They
doesn't know
actually
what to-
call it the Janeway.
Yeah, no.
maneuver.
This is the thing. One of the ensigns, he's going out for command, and they don't know. He doesn't know what to do, and dude's like, just do the Janeway maneuver, and he's
Just do the Janeway maneuver.
that's what he says, and then so he fails that one, and then it goes by, and all he has to do is move out of the way of an asteroid, and he's like, let's do the Janeway maneuver, and then I don't want to spoil it, but it involves a preschool, and
Explosions.
the emptiness of space. Is what we'll say.
It's pretty horrific.
I loved how stoked Ransom was as well. He was just like,
Let's do it again.
it's 10.
He's like, it was great. I'm sorry, Lord, this has to be born for you, but it's like, this has been done millions of times. He's like, there has been hundreds of thousands of simulations done to test people, and that has never happened. It was,
And let's do it again.
let's do it again. He's like, more children too. Let's do it again, more children.
Let's do it with a bigger ship.
Anyway,
Right. Okay. So back to the game. Oath of Celibacy.
this is going exactly how it usually goes. By the way, Trek.
We need to find them. So we need to run some sort of scan. I mean, I am a science and technology graduate.
Well, that would be your
from the
department then.
Yeah. So
If only someone could tell him how to roll that. Oh, he's not in.
He
I'll
can't
for
roll
you.
the. Yeah,
I'll
he'll
roll.
through.
Pick a color: yellow, blue, or red. Real quick.
red.
Okay, we'll use the red dice.
His
for him.
blood
We'll use yellow
runs
today.
red and black, sir.
Okay, so you should tell him what skills he's rolling.
Yeah, that'd be important. We'll probably be rolling. If you're going to be using the ship will be helping you out as well. But it'll be a control plus science. Holy Jesus Christ!
Well, one of those is good. So, what's your control plus your science skill?
It's 16.
Or you could ask him that and make him actually be aware of his own character sheet.
Yeah.
Oh no, because I've got the sheet in front of me. So I've got control 12, which I was told was crazy. So there's control 12, and then there's science, which is 4. So 16.
Yeah, you add those two.
All right.
Yeah, it's 16.
So now you rolled a 20. You know, you get a 50% chance. Is that really good or really bad?
Maintain course.
Chainway maneuver.
All the children are dead.
Boldness. Oh, man.
So in this, you want to roll under your skill. So
Right.
higher numbers are bad, lower numbers are better.
Okay.
It's
So that 20 is not great. In
Yeah.
fact, it's a critical failure.
It's the reverse of Dungeons and Dragons. Though I don't think you've ever played Dungeons and Dragons. It's the
I've never
reverse.
played a game. I don't even know how to
You
play
don't know what
tic-tac-toe.
game-
Well, basically, if you in this game, it's reversed in Dungeons and Dragons. In this game, if you roll a 20, that basically means you fail in the worst possible way that could happen.
Yep.
So if you roll a 20,
It's
like
fine.
whatever the DM decides is the worst possible thing.
So my control score of 12 is horrendous. Then I have no control.
No, that is good because
Oh,
again,
right.
you want to roll underneath your skill. So the higher your skill, the more of a cap you've got to get under.
Right. Okay. I am dumb as well, by the way. So yeah.
Can't
So
be stupider than me. So
we failed then. We have failed. Does
Miserably.
Does that mean that we get to go to 10 forward now?
No, there's a couple of things that happen. First off, you may or may not fail. It just adds a complication that I get to choose what the complication is.
that's true. The computer is assisting you, and that may build this up to be like a neutral.
Yeah, and yeah, the computer or the actual ship is its own character, and it gets a roll with you. So
Right. Okay.
So its sensors, it gets to assist you in that. And it also, so you do, so we have these things called momentums, and you take them and you can actually use them at a later point. So for instance, you can use a momentum if you are scanning something and you want to ask a specific question, you want more detail, you can use a momentum. Momentums can increase rolls, so they can make rolls better.
Okay.
And different things when it comes to that.
I don't
So-
have much momentum though, do I? Because within 5 minutes of being part of this crew, I was held down against my will.
Well, I'm telling you,
locked in a-
you gained a momentum for that. You gained a momentum, so.
Is that like a pity momentum? Is it like
No,
you
it's just everybody's morale went up because they had momentum when they took your celibacy. Well, they didn't take your celibacy when they they didn't according to them.
took one for the team, took one for the crew.
This is the worst thing I've ever done.
If you're watching this, by the way, thank you. And I am usually this stupid. I don't even know how to play tic-tac-toe. And James asked me if I knew what steam was, and I was like, yeah, the thing that turns into condensation. I'm not even joking.
Oh, were you not joking when you thought? I thought you were being sarcastic.
Well, I mean, maybe.
So, the scans that you get on as you're scanning it, the ocean seems to become a little more tumultuous. You can't tell if that's due to a storm that's coming. It doesn't appear like there's a storm or anything. It's perhaps a completely natural thing that just happens every so often. But a deeper scan of the specific ocean itself, when you're looking for it, there's a couple of things. First off, not only is this an ocean that is made of crystalline or has crystalline and dilithium in it, but it appears to have a cellular like what's the word I'm looking for? Breakdown. So structure. So it seems almost organic in a way. The water itself is a little more thicker. It almost seems like a bit of a gel. But when you're looking at it, it still moves like regular water. It's not like you would assume like gel itself works. Your scans only go so far down before it starts becoming sketchy, but you can tell that beyond 30,000 feet, it appears that there may or may not be some life forms down there. At this point, the shuttles that you have, the shuttles that you've modified, will be able to go about 25,000, maybe 27, and then you'll have to use suits, pressurized suits, like going into space, to go down there and find these wayward individuals, should they be down.
Okay. So, I mean, so the scans have told us that. So, I mean, we know they're down there. We need to go and get them. That seems, we can't use it. I'm assuming we can't use transporter. We can't do.
No, there's not enough for a transporter.
No. So we're gonna have to, prep one of those reconfigured shuttles, get some pressured suits, and go down there. I guess. And hope that my celibacy maintains its.
No, you'll be in the suit. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Unless someone's into that.
Yeah.
There's got to be some kinky celibacy stuff. I'm gonna stop. There's no humor I can find from that.
Watch your caboose sticks. He intends to. I intend to anyway.
Whoa! All right, so you have Ensign Mike, Cadet Summers, as well as Cadet. McDudd, Lieutenant McDudd, I think, isn't it? We got Lieutenant McDudd. Or is it Ensign McDudd? It's Ensign McDudd, isn't it?
What was McDudd? Got promoted, but I thought that was Gleason.
Yeah, it must have been Gleason. So we got Ensign McDudd, Cadet Summers, as well as Ensign Mike. That will be going down with you. When we have NPCs, we name them after the actual people who are here. So you guys begin making your way towards the shuttle. Before you get to the shuttle, is there anything else you're going to be doing, or not really?
I quite need to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
That's what the suit's for.
That's what the suit's for.
Yeah. That's the part of the. By the way, am I still on the planet or am I back up on the ship?
No, you came back up.
The
I told you that they pulled you back up so that you guys can have this conversation.
Before we go down there, are we aware of anything else on the planet? Is there anything else down there?
So
there's like a society.
Yeah, the planet itself. So what's been interesting is, again, you guys are actually in a different expanse that has never been explored by Starfleet.
Okay.
But what's kind of interesting is that you're coming across things that are either went missing in the Alpha Quadrant or are from the Alpha Quadrant. As an example, the first planet you came across had Borg Constitution class technology. In fact, that's where you got the Miranda class you're standing on. It was from the originals. It was from the 23rd century and made its way all the way there. At this point, you come across this planet, which has a dilithium processing facility itself, and they've been processing ore. It's about 80 or so people down there, 80 to 120 people down there, and they've been processing the dilithium and selling it. Again, this is a completely different expanse, and you're coming across a Ferengi who's there. So.
Okay, and they're aware of us and our existence. There's no prime directive nonsense or anything.
If there was, who cares, honestly.
Screw them.
Yeah, screw the prime director. But I was actually down talking with the leader of their group, and I was hitting on her and seeming to make progress.
So there's three pieces to that. First off, there were 2 starfighters that came out and fired on the ship, so that automatically takes care of it. But beyond that, there's warp-capable vessels, and again, this is tech that's from the Alpha Quadrant. There's no reason
it's a rough first state, but we got through it.
We made it work. We're making it work day by day.
Yeah, I'm unless I'm missing anything, guys. I don't think there's anything else that I need to do other than just do my little pre-mission tinkle and I don't know, probably wave at the ensigns that are coming with us and double check that none of them have any fear of liquids.
Don't acknowledge the ensign's humanity. What are you doing?
I mean, I'm a Deltan. I'm like empathic and shit. I've got to make sure that they're cool and all that stuff. Really sound like a Lower Decks character at this point.
Trek lads, I'm liking. You have asked more questions and wanted more in-depth information than both of them combined in 5.
I just assume.
I love that.
I'm assuming the planet's fine.
It's like, whatever. It's like, let's go down there and kill some stuff and sleep with it. What we don't kill, we sleep with.
No, I can't sleep with it. I will pass that fun on to Jesse. Jesse can.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
You can't sleep with them, but they never said you can't watch.
I mean, I'm a voyeur through and through. I mean, that's happening, right? I mean, I my oath of celibacy is on record. My oath of voyeurism is not. Okay, so But now it is.
Why do you think they call it Voyager?
Hoi! See what you're doing over there?
See, yet again, a legacy trick that pulls in, unlike some of the newer stuff. All right, so what do we?
If I could give one suggestion, maybe we could make the ship be in a parallel orbit that is not above the ocean that possibly sent out the death beam that nearly killed us.
That sounds smart.
What do you think? Why don't you go make them do that?
Oh, so I can stay on the ship?
No, just go tell him.
No, he's in charge. He gets to choose this.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
All right, so I get to the bridge.
After a minute, you receive a message.
I'm sorry, our comms are down.
The tactical,
whatever floats your boat.
The tactical engineer answers.
All right, target the shuttle. Full yield. Go.
My character raises my hand and for a high five on that one.
And then the torpedo hits right as he high five. Just.
We did it.
Okay, fine. I'll go down. Why do you want me to be with the party? God, you're weird.
If you were going to stay, something was going to happen. I assure you, everybody was going to be. We were about to change the entire scope of what was happening.
Ooh! That sounds good though.
It's too late.
That sounds legit.
Nope, you said you're going to be there. You're going. I was going to destroy the Bunker Hill and bring you down. You were going on the planet.
I thought you were going to kill off my character.
No, I wasn't going to kill off your character. Yours was the only one that was going to survive, though. But I was going to
only survivor. Oh, again, the only survivor. That's just this. I'm going to be on the escape pod, just like.
So, Treklad, I don't know if you're liking this or not. You seem like you don't enjoy this at all. But anyway, what was funny was about 3 sessions ago, his character was in an arena surrounded by people that wanted him killed. And he was having to fight. He was having to fight for his life while Jesse was just taking a stroll down the tank track.
I was like, I got 20 guys. They all have armaments, and we're like, wow, this is really easy. We haven't encountered anybody.
Yep. And I'm just down there fighting for my very life. Barely, just blood everywhere, constant waves of death.
It was just the way the rolls had happened.
I actually made a friend, actually, I think is actually what happened.
Yeah, they open it up, and he's just covered in blood, and it's just him.
I'm doing my very best to take this as serious as possible.
This is a very serious.
That's your first problem.
I'm probably the worst Deltan that has ever lived.
Hey,
no, I've seen motion pictures.
Don't put that all on your entire race. You're the worst person who's ever lived.
Definitely. I mean, definitely way worse than that Deltan that's apparently in the Voyage Home that I've never been able to see.
Also, the XO's Deltan. They have a Deltan XO. Huh. No, I'm saying the XO in this thing is Deltan.
There's also a Deltan.
Yeah, we somehow have 2 Deltans on this one freaking ship. Which is...
Wait, so you mean there's 2 of us on the same ship?
Yeah, you're not actually the checkbox for our ship. Thank you.
Shit.
There's also a Deltan in Star Trek Into Darkness. So
is it? Where?
Yeah. On the bridge, one of the bridge crew.
Oh.
Either that, she just bald, but
I no longer feel special.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll always be special to them, though. Always.
Thanks. Right. So yeah. Okay. So Law, I want you on the mission with me, please. But please feel free to move the ship so we can avoid the massive death ray that I didn't know about. And yeah, let's go.
That we just now found.
Let's go and rescue some hopefully some young maidens from their virginity. Wait, I can't.
Wait a second.
He can watch. He can say
that's
it.
true.
He can
That's
watch.
true.
I can live vicariously
What
through.
am I
I'm
gonna do?
empathic. You. I mean, whatever you want to do.
They don't have to be.
I-
They can be misters.
really?
They don't have to be maidens.
All right. I'm
Oh
ready.
shit!
That thing
Okay.
disappeared again.
I'm ready. Oh, it's doing the here. I'll put it out here so you can see it. There we go. There we go. You still can't see all of it. Like the top part is just completely vanishing. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
that's
I don't-
This is in character. This is in character.
I don't know if that's is that Starfleet regulation.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
which
I mean,
one?
still, we're down
Well,
for a new
hold
story.
very, very still, and I will explain it to you. Okay,
Which one?
just stay right
It's
there.
Regulation 74.
I feel like that came through the camera and pierced my soul,
Well, that
My
is
Delton
what its job
soul.
is to do.
trembled a little bit, and my
I love
my,
all we've accomplished in this game so far is walking to the shuttle.
My,
That is a truth.
my pre-mission tinkle has already happened. I haven't been able to go to the
That's
free
what
shells.
I told you. That's what the suit is for.
I'm not in the suit yet.
By the
Get
way,
in the suit and then clean
You just
yourself off.
wet your uniform.
Yeah, but it's a good job. Wait, which era are we in? Because if it's the
TNG.
DS9.
Season 4 of DS9, basically.
so we're like DS9 jumpsuit, which black jump. It's fine. I can weave myself in that.
Let's just say we're because if you remember, they did like the slow transition to the good suit. So let's just say we're ahead of the curve on that. You know. and
Yes.
actually got the
Thank
good
you.
suits.
Thank you.
Can we just all rule that? All in favor?
I.
What are we going to? Yeah, I'll agree. What are we going
Cool. All right. So there you go. We have the nice uniform.
I mean, there's a
instead of
slightly darker patch around the crotchal area, but no one is going to bring it up because I'm Delta and everyone feels uncomfortable around me as it is.
to? Okay. So,
Gene Roddenberry's vision, folks.
Yep. This is what it's
this
all about.
is Gene
guys.
Gene
It is,
Roddenberry
actually, no,
would-
there would be
yeah.
way more sex if this was Gene Roddenberry's vision.
Yeah,
Way
we're
more
not really
Penny
nearly
of people
sexy
down.
enough.
We're not nearly sexy, you know. Woo. Okay. So what are we? All right. So we're making
The
our
ship
way
has
down.
moved. We're in shuttle. The shuttle has been modified in order to get to things. We're heading down. We're going into the waters, if I'm understanding correctly.
Yes.
That's going to be fun. We also have the metaphasic shielding in case we go and start of any stars. So that's helpful.
Awesome. All right. So who's
He's in charge.
but who's flying the thing?
Well,
I'll fly it. Why not?
oh, okay. Am I decent? Hang on, where's my stats? Real quick. Give me a second.
I need to see if I can.
I actually have con of 4. I don't mind flying.
Yeah, that's fine because I don't know where my character sheet is right now, so I can go for it.
Okay, so I'll be the pilot, sir. Don't worry. I got this.
All right. So as you guys
And then I
begin-
slug him just really quick as I go over to the con.
Why does this always happen to me?
Man, that hurt. That one.
That hurt.
Oh,
that-
I apologize.
Just
Everyone-
Riker. You're pulling the Riker maneuver.
Yes, I have.
Overly aggressive
Kirk
to
maneuver.
these newbies.
It starts. I'm sorry. I thought we were playing Starship Troopers.
If you like rag on me like
Oh, that
7
would
or
be
8 more
require
times, I'm
much
out of
more
here.
fascism. We need to be much more fascist.
I don't
for-
know
for
how
doing
that's
Starship Troopers.
fascist.
Yes, this is Star Trek. I don't know. That was like my.
What is
like a
that?
Nazi.
That's so fascist to
This
you.
is fascist, guys.
fascist.
Guys, Jesse thinks that accent, which is
That
by the way
Asians-
Hollywood German.
Yeah. Well, was that Hollywood?
No,
I
that
thought
was actually more like
Dutch.
Scott. It was actually about to be like German meets Scotty. It's like this
Oh,
is
God.
Scotty. I am. There be whales here. I don't know what the hell that was.
sounds like a racist trying to do an Asian. Inflection.
yeah.
It
Sounded Welsh at one point. I love it. I love it. Let's do more.
I am Welsh, so I could do that one.
Well,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, the Welsh aren't people, so you can make fun of them. All right.
You're not
That's
going to get
another
any
on the list.
argument.
We
Yeah.
need to have a list, guys, of all the things. Just knock
Do
it
you
all
think
down.
that was bad? This morning on Twitter, I was talking about how Ireland was owned by the UK. That's why they can fly their.
I saw
planes
it.
over.
I
Yeah,
laughed.
You liked that, didn't you? Yeah. I think we had a conversation about that.
I'm going to log back into Twitter and I've got -6 followers.
I was saying, that's what I was saying. That's what the U.S. does to Puerto Rico. Anyway, let's continue on having this conversation. So you guys make your way down into the ocean itself. As soon as the shuttle hits the ocean, there's a little bit of resistance. Again, as we were discussing beforehand, it's not exactly water when you hit it. It has a gel-like, almost like Jello reaction to it. The shields pop up.
Gel-lico?
Like what? What do we say?
Sorry, no, nothing. No, just keep going.
It's
It was
definitely not a
joke.
bad joke. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're fine.
Isn't he in jail right now? All right. If that's what I thought you said. So as you're making your way down, the shields pop up and they're holding, but the give me a lore.
S.
A flying roll,
A flying roll,
which should be control plus con.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 successes.
All right. So you're able to handle it, but the lower you go, the more turbulent it's becoming.
Everyone do the seat shake, you know?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, we're good.
Apparently you have to move from the center of your body when you're doing that. Like, yeah, if you do, you just look. If you like,
Well, yeah, that would make sense if you're kind of,
yeah,
so you're just
there you go.
gravitating. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Trek Lad now learns to duck runners' punches, so that's
Damn
good.
it! So like immediately after I go for a swing, and he's just, and then that's when the gut punch comes in.
Something that
I
just so you know, something that can happen. People who are watching can actually donate, and when they donate, it can change the story depending on how much they donate. So
These no cues this time. That never
keeps
works
things
out well.
very, very interesting.
Do they hate me that much?
Oh, that reminds me.
All right, so as you guys begin making your way down, the shields continue to get hit. You can tell that originally you thought that it would be able to hold for 5 or 6 hours, but given how much stress is being put on the shields, it's now about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 that you'll have. You get down to the specific depth that I said before the ship was completely destroyed, and at that point, I'm assuming that lore levels off, and you'll now need to utilize the suits. The more you go down, you begin to see not creatures or anything.
I'm Delton. I don't go down.
No, you could, as long.
But my oath of
Wait,
celibacy
does that count?
is on
Does
record.
that count?
Oh my God, I had a joke about Catholics. Anyway,
Where does that come from?
does it count in Catholics? Anyway, as you descend, that's why this is the lowest watched one of all of them.
People watch this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As you descend, it's not actual creatures or anything. It's interesting. The things you pass are almost like globules. They're various shapes, but they glow and they do seem to move with some purpose, but it doesn't remind you of any kind of animal life that you've seen before. When the vessel gets close, they actually scatter or leave from it. It's an interesting. It's almost being surrounded by gelatinous like shapes.
Like jellyfish.
Kinda. Sure.
Right.
All right. So as you're making your way down, it stops at this point. This is where you're at. You need to get in your suits and do the dirty.
Do the dirty.
I turn over. Order, sir.
Yeah, let's go.
We're throwing you in the deep end, I guess. Is the
Literally the deep end. Literally. 22,000.
I opened the airlock without anyone having been in their suits already. I'm done.
Law's tired. Wants to go home.
And-
He can't punch me anymore, so he's just going to drown me in jelly.
Listen, I will find way. I have a sword, okay?
I know.
Guys, this water's pretty tasty. It tastes like Jello as we drown in it.
It's like Evangelion.
Eat
You
your
don't
way
drown
out.
it.
Eat your way out.
It's like Evangelion. You don't
It's not the
drown it.
first time I've eaten my way out of a problem. That's wait, no, I'm Delton. No,
No,
I've never
you
done-
can
I
do it as long as you're
usually
not in
eat my
Starfleet.
way into a problem.
You've promised not to have sex with people in Starfleet. Beyond that, you can do.
That's a
whatever
good
you
point.
So I can have
Is that
sex
true?
with jelly and
I resign my commission.
Want. Now that we're stuck all the way out here,
Can I scan?
whose wife do I get to be? Can you scan one?
There's actually many questions I have, but I just realized I shouldn't say that because you're the one in charge. I'm sorry, I'll shut up. I don't want to table.
Well, help him out. Come on, it's okay.
Nope,
help him out.
nope,
He's new
nope.
to this.
Hang on, you want me to help you out?
Well,
For legit?
do we
Here's
want to
legit help.
scan
Because
for
he's,
life
he's a
forms,
new
or-
player. So let's
Think,
help him.
ignore the gaming, ignore the rules. Let us handle that. We know how to get the dice and make that working. Just think like you're on a holodeck for real, and you're just playing Star Trek.
Yeah,
What
I
would you
mean,
do?
I keep thinking about Jelly and Delton's sex law.
Well, okay,
and,
so let's scan the Delton sex lore if that's really what you're into.
Yeah.
All right, so hang on, let me roll this. Give me a second.
What, where we can roll for Delton sex law?
Yes, that is actually a thing. Okay, so in this case, I actually rolled really well for you. I don't know your stats, but I'm guessing that would be like insight plus, say, science or medicine. What do you think, GM?
Science.
There you go, science. I don't know what your stats are, but I rolled really well, so it's almost guaranteed to be a success. 2 successes, in fact. Now, 2 successes is good. You can have anywhere from 4 failures to 4 successes. That's the gradient, right?
Right.
So 2 successes is pretty darn good. So now the GM will tell you all about the Delton sex lore that you would have just asked about. GM.
I was reading something. So we're talking about Delton sex lore. Well, the Delton sex lore is pretty. It's pretty invested. So the Deltons themselves, when they first grew up, were like humans, but decided to
They
start
first
taking.
grew up.
Yeah, they did. Actually, all of them together grew on the planet of Delta. That's why they're Deltans. And they all started out as children, and they grew up and they took steroids. And then after about 10,000 years, these steroids increased their pheromones. And so they started having sex with almost everything. I mean, I can keep going. I'll just pull it out my ass. Or we
Have
can get
you
back to the
seen
game.
Fight Club?
I have. Yes, I have seen Fight Club.
I'm just going to make the steroids reference and move on.
I like this. I feel like I'm having just a complete crisis of confidence with my command, and I've just gone to the computer and I've gone memory alpha, LCAS. Can you tell me? Can you remind me of the history of my race, please? Because
my people.
I need to
You
traverse.
didn't study history in Starfleet. This is
But I'm doing it in a shuttle surrounded by jelly and
look.
blobs.
Sometimes you just got to know these things, okay?
He's like
Sometimes.
he's having a breakdown to the computer. He's like I'm in a shuttle. I'm surrounded by what I'm assuming is like jelly. I'm in charge. I don't know what to do. My entire life has been a lie.
There are people down there.
sorry,
There are people
Runner.
down there. We have no idea what their condition is.
Computer suggestion. You're just like,
What are you again? Delton. Oh, yeah. Shouldn't you be philandering with something? Like, maybe. But I'm going to say, right, what we need to do is, can we do a scan? Because the thing is we were having problems scanning from the ship, from where we were originally. We couldn't actually get a good, determination of their location. But now that we're further down, we're in the sea, we've reached pretty much our max depth. If we scan something, will we be able to ascertain where those people are with a greater degree of certainty?
You can try
That's a
it.
good
so
idea.
roll it for me.
I was gonna say you're
when
the
in
best.
doubt- when
guy
in doubt,
here,
scan.
Stu.
Yeah, you actually scan stuff. They don't. Had this been them, they'd just been, let's go down there with phasers. What'd they get?
You got a 1
I am
and a
stepping
2.
out.
1 and a 2. Okay, so 1 is a critical success, which means you did really, really good.
You scanned the shit out of it.
Scan the shit.
My Delton-ness.
You can't make it
Well,
down
now
there.
you know what being a Delton means. That gave you the morale boost necessary to really scan.
It's like,
Yes,
he's like, wait a second. My ancestors did grow up as kids.
That's right.
And did use
I knew
steroids.
that.
I knew that.
I found myself below the sea. Cool. All right. Well, can we now find them, please?
So, that's just what you say. It's like, find them now. Find them.
I assume you were scanning for life forms.
So, so the scanners.
I mean, there's a lot of things to scan for down
The
here,
scanners
to be
aren't
honest.
exact, but the information that they do give you is quite vital. You are able to determine that. You determine where most likely the life forms are. It would have took, if you got lucky, you could have done it within that 2 hours, but more than likely you would have had to done several trips. Now you know almost exactly where they are. You aren't able to scan specifically how many are down there, but you do know where they're clustered. So going down, you'll now be able to find them.
Cool. Well, the problem that we do have, though, is we can get to them, but we can't get them back to the shuttle because they won't have pressured suits. So, do we have any transporter enhancers? Could we set up transporter enhancers at the site to beam them to the shuttle?
You can have a momentum to take to. So momentum can also give you special tools. Since you didn't request it, you wouldn't. But if you use your one momentum that you got, well, you'd have two momentum now.
Does my sexy Delta-ness give me enough momentum to be able to? Yeah.
So if you guys want to use a momentum, you can have a momentum to have them.
What do you guys think?
Well, we could also just when we get there, like fire the phasers, and then they could die, and we could say we saved them. And we could go back and be like,
why haven't you watched Lower Decks yet? Why haven't you watched that? Show's like custom made for you.
Fire the phasers.
All your friends are dead.
In an
I'm
ocean,
so terribly sorry.
In an ocean
filled with dilithium.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
Let's fire the phasers.
Why do you think I moved
by
the ship? Okay, so someone has to live through this.
I feel like I'm on an away mission with the Mirror Universe bunch. Like I feel like
it's the beard.
No,
I shaved
like...
off this part just to hide it, you know.
I feel like the Mirror Universe counterparts of ourselves are the competent ones.
Oh god, that's probably true. I'm fine with blowing a momentum on this.
Okay.
Consensus?
I'm in. It's fine. I vote yes.
I might, I mean, we can always just go and phaser them to, to fuck if you want to. I mean, if a momentum is going to be required down the line, these guys can hang. I don't care.
Another thing you get to before you get down there, just so you know, because of your scans, it does appear that wherever they're around, they are there's crystalline formations around where they are, and your scans show a low-level energy patterns that seem similar to electrical patterns in human brains.
Has anyone here seen the crystalline entity?
Right behind you, it just shows up. Like,
it's just right there.
The planet-sized entity.
There it is.
You're sitting talking to Trek lads who's actually looking. You can't see the window because you're facing away from it. It's like, this reminds me of the crystalline entity. Then just done it.
Yep. No.
Yeah, unless crystalline entity had a brother or sister that we didn't know anything about, because that thing was mushed up, wasn't it? Like by that woman that wanted to kill it, and she did. So I'm kind of fine taking my chances. I don't worry about any crystalline entity issue here. So
that was the exact moment we died right there. What he just said. That's it.
Getting entirely too cocky.
We are totally dead.
As they're running, they're going to be on the ground running away by this giant entity, and it just freeze frames and says, "You may wonder why I'm here," and then it rewinds all the way back to...
with Bubba O'Reilly playing in the background. Yeah, I'm just like, fuck. Okay, all right. So
out here in the field.
Stormtrooper. Right, where are we going to phase them, or are we going to do the honourable Starfleet thing and rescue these beautiful people?
You should probably tell him how phasering people works in this game.
I'll be the judge of if they're beautiful, but
they might be beautiful on the inside. I'm a Deltan. I'm an empath or something.
I'm an
really
Andorian.
Ugly on the inside, but really beautiful on the outside.
Yeah.
When you what do you mean? Tell them by phase? I mean, it works similar. You I mean, when we get to it, we can. But you rolled the dice like we have beforehand. And
I'm sorry, I meant that you have to blow something to kill people.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, because you're Starfleet officers, you do have to have momentum if you're going to kill somebody. Or you're going to do something un-Starfleet. Like, for instance, him to keep his shields up, you had to blow up momentum.
Because having a brain is not Starfleet. I'm never letting that go. I'm not joking. I referenced that.
And,
like,
to have weapons
episodes.
on you, unless it is a clearly hostile action, to have weapons on you, you have to blow a momentum. You can't just appear down with weapons.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, so
yeah, all right. Thank you.
Yeah, let's go rescue the people.
Let's go. Yeah. Now knowing that both of my hands are tied behind my back, let's get this done. Let's get this taken care of. All right.
All right. I'm not promoted.
So you guys get in your. Why aren't you promoted?
You have not promoted me in tabletop. I was just going to delete the momentum. That's all.
Oh, Well, here I'll do that.
And
I'll do that right now. All right. So as you guys make your way, you guys get in the suits. Just boom, boom, everything.
There's not one for Cadet Summers, so they're just gonna have to be outside of a suit.
So they could stay on the.
That's what I was thinking. Actually, we'll leave them behind.
I completely forgot
I
completely forgot there were ensigns here. They can stay on the shuttle.
You have 2 ensigns and 1 cadet. So
this is a hero's mission.
All
no, actually,
stay plebeians.
No. Let's take a couple of cadets.
True ensigns can solve any problem, so they should really just figure it out.
Yeah. The ensigns can stay on the ship because I like the idea of lower decks just being away from the action. I want to take a couple of cadets though, just in case one of them's Will Wheaton and he can, I don't know, Deus Ex Machina.
I will never be a Will Wheaton in mine, just so we're all on the same page. Will Wheaton.
Okay, I consider myself, yeah.
In my thing, he's burning in hell. He's the only one. No God exists in here except for that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If we take a cadet though, and someone tries to attack us, I can just use my Deltonness to human shield against that cadet. So
you want to take Cadet Summers?
Which one is the ugliest one?
Cadet Summers is the only cadet we have.
I immediately respond. My character immediately responds. Summers. Yeah.
Summers it is then.
So
without even like
Summers.
Like which one's the ugliest one? Summers. 100%.
All NPCs, by the way, all NPCs, which is what they're called, non-player characters, are from the actual thing. As
Summers, you're in the live chat, the actual live chat. Summers, you are a beautiful, unique, and wonderful human. Your NPC is awful.
It's not our fault you rolled badly, okay?
Apparently, Cadet Summers bravely stays behind.
Oh, there you go. So Summers is going to be staying behind. Yep.
Unfortunately, because of the gelatinous, you didn't find this out until we got down there. She's having somewhat of an allergic reaction, so you can. The ensigns will be able to go with you. That
makes no sense at all.
It's just Star Trek. I mean, what the hell you want to talk about making no sense? I'm glad you seem so frustrated now. Are you mad?
No, I'm still like the thing is no, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm still attempting to stop the Kelpian cats that I own from destroying my studio, because they are hunting. They've already scratched my walls. Oh wait, we're in a shuttle under the sea. What am I talking about?
So hang on. So you've got Lieutenant McDudd and Ensign Mike. Who would you like to bring with? Both?
Oh, you have to take both of them. They both.
Okay, apparently you have to take both. Okay, I'm sorry. The GM is overruling me on this.
I didn't do it. The person who's paying me money did it. Don't get mad at me. Get the fact I'm making money.
Well, he could leave more. He could leave all 3 behind.
She has to be alone, so one of them die. Okay, which one? You want to take just one?
Jesse, I defer to your expertise on who's the ugliest one.
Oh God, we're just. And by we, I mean Jesse is just calling all of
my subscribers.
Thank you for subscribing to Lore Reloaded. He appreciates the money and the time and attention.
Come subscribe to Jesse Gender, where I will affirm all of your humanity.
Yeah, well, you'll never get into
I make no decisions.
LoreRunner.com for those of you who want to jump ship. I'm just saying. When I start streaming again, September 13th.
I hate all of you.
All right. So,
I love everyone that's watching this, by the way. I love you all.
You're all beautiful, wonderful people.
We're terrible human beings, but y'all are awesome.
I'm a Delton. I might be attractive on the outside, but I am dog shit ugly on the inside.
Oh God, I saw his soul. I had the sword. I saw his soul. Okay.
Yeah. And it's not
you do
good.
not want to know.
It's not good. It's like looking in the layman configuration puzzle and just screaming. You know.
By the way,
inside.
We are at an hour exactly, and you guys have gotten down to crush depth. I don't care. I'm just.
Is that good or bad?
It's probably ahead of our normal
I was going to say it's ahead of the game.
Honest.
You guys are moving a little bit faster.
I would say let's take McDudd and Summers and let's go.
Summers can't go. She has to stay alone. So you want to take McDudd?
No, Summers is behind.
Okay, fine. We'll take McDudd. We'll take fucking McDudd. It's goddamn.
It's always
McDudd.
his fault every single time. So we've got a blame figure. This is perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
So, as you guys are suiting up to leave Summers and McDudd alone, nothing happens. You then get out of the shuttle and begin descending, and you can hear the.
As we leave, I hand McDudd a condom. It's like just remember.
Okay.
case anything happens.
He's coming with you, so he's like, all right, I guess. Well, as he.
I thought you said you were leaving McDudd and Summers alone.
No, you're Mike. I'm sorry, you're leaving Mike. And
okay,
Summers.
I leave Mike with the condom.
You also give one to McDudd, which is just confusing at that point.
You're gonna need this for
That's
later,
for us.
buddy boy.
That's for us.
This is for us.
He just looks at you like, okay.
Okay. So anyway, you guys begin descending. The communicators come on, and it's It's Cadet Summer. She's like, "Sir,
there's
Ensign
a giant
Mike,
tentacle monster trying to eat my
Ensign Mike-
shuttle as I speak. Oh God, sir!"
Yeah, she's like, "Sir, there's tentacles everywhere." She says, "There's." Something just weird happened. McDudd began phasing out and screaming, and now I'm left here all alone. I'll be fine, but he's disappeared.
Again, I've got to interrupt. Ladies and gentlemen at home, this is what you call a GM who has a specific plan, and it gets derailed, and he's trying really hard to get right back to that track as quickly and efficiently as he can. No judgment. I'm not making fun. I've done this myself. Every GM does this.
Luckily, there's a Star Trek. It's a Star Trek, so that can happen without explanation.
Yeah, in Star Trek, you just, no. You don't even have to explain it. No, they're gone now. What?
And she says, "Sir, there's tentacles everywhere," which is what she actually said in chat. All right. She continues saying, "Looking at it, it looks like the comm badge is right near where the others were, though. Right near where it looks like the comm badge that I'm still able to pick up is where the crystalline formations were. I think he may have been taken to wherever the others are."
Well, then it's a good thing we're already heading in that direction.
It's like, wow, that worked out really well.
Yeah.
Does that mean we got more work to do?
Yeah.
I mean, we got more
That's what
stuff
he
to
says. That's great. More work.
Jesus Christ.
Now we got to
So,
save one of our own.
It means
More paperwork.
more paperwork and less 10 forward time. And also, I had a program running in Holodeck 4, which is top secret. And
let's just say no one's commissioned in Starfleet. In that holodeck simulation.
I am worried that I left that shit on. I'm just gonna say I didn't lock it. And I'm
It's
worried.
okay.
I mean, this is Starfleet. Apparently, people just walk into other people's holodeck simulations all the time.
That's true. God, that bugs the crap out of me.
And you can actually have images and stuff of all of your crewmates doing whatever you want them to do.
Unless you're on
Also-
Deep Space Nine.
Unless
and
in
then
Deep
you need
Space
to
Nine,
go
where it's actually
to-
a plot point, for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah. And then you need to go to extraordinary lengths to get Kira. But I would go to those lengths.
I wasn't gonna make the joke. Okay.
I mean, she's all right.
Are we dead?
better.
Is just help me out, GM. What's
I
going
would
on
bring
here?
back the redhead
We're dead.
from the original.
We're
series.
dead.
I would just say,
It's
I would just
over.
literally say, no. This isn't you.
Redhead?
This is you from a mirror universe.
In the
Not
very
you.
first, the pilot.
Oh, right, in
The-
the cage. I can't
yeah.
remember her name, but the one who wanted to know who Eve was and then got shown a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually watched that episode just last week because I was covering.
Is
She's
it
a hottie.
human person?
Is
They
she
were
human?
all human except for Spock on the cage.
And the Telosians. You got the Telosians.
Okay, of the crew. Sorry, let me clarify.
Yes.
So 2 aliens.
So as you guys begin making your way down, you actually
The diversity of Starfleet.
You do have your you also have your tricorders, which apparently work, as well as the things to beam them out that you were working on.
The
okay.
pattern enhancers. Yeah.
Yeah, the pattern and enhancers. Okay. So, wow, this is... Wow.
This is
Always
when the
love it when
GM
my
is
D-
reading over the thing and
Yeah.
figuring out how he's going to make the adventure line up with what he's reading, because it's on like, and then when they descend, they find this thing because they did this other thing that makes perfect sense to do. And he's just looking at the party like,
No, it's
okay,
just
how do
with it's my notes too. It's not only the thing I'm reading down here because I always
do I make
combine
this?
them. You come up.
Sponsored by Modifius. Always
begin-
get you on track.
It's fine. Right now we're swimming, so we can just be like,
Actually, don't we have the jetpack type things?
don't ruin my fun, man. Come on.
Okay,
I
fine.
wanna
Oh,
s- I
Still
wanna
have
swim
the
through.
jetpack
I'm
things
sorry.
you can
You're
swim.
like, oh, swimming. This is the peak of. You're saying no to the jetpack?
I mean,
that is Starfleet stagnation in a nutshell. Oh, damn, I'm so tired of having a holodeck and infinite food and perfect medical health. God, I just wish I could out and rough it, you know?
I don't want to turn into those humans from Wall-E, and I want to use my muscles.
That's what the freaking holodeck is for.
No, I use the holodeck for something else. Which everyone uses the holodeck for something else. I don't want to use my jetpack. I'm a Deltan. I have a physique to maintain. I'm swimming. I'm breaststroking it.
Bragwind actually brings a good point. We shouldn't use jetpacks in dilithium.
Oh, I was waiting for it.
That's actually I
was going to confirm if you guys were going to.
We've got to. Okay. Have you played Subnautica?
Yes.
I've heard of it.
I know you haven't played anything because you haven't even played Tic Tac. But has anyone else here played? There's a thing you have, which it's just a rotor. It's just a thing to help propel you quicker. It's based on a real life thing. I just don't know what it's called. That's why I'm using Subnautica as the example. And that's what we have. It doesn't destroy anything. It doesn't set off the dilithium, and it makes us go faster than approximately a fifth of a kilometer an hour. So,
well, I mean, you might be slow at swimming, but I'm not. Can you roll?
I pull out my phaser and shoot him.
By the way, question: do Andorians, like, for their helmets, do they have like little things for the antenna?
I don't think so.
No,
because they probably just squish them down.
Yeah, I was gonna say they just gonna like hair.
Yeah, but aren't those like sensory like nodes? Doesn't that help them with their balance and stuff? And if they're swishing it in a helmet, does that mean that it's like when you hold onto a cat's tail and it's just like it can't jump and it isn't as agile and stuff, and it'll scream and hiss at you.
That's me. I'm just basically tripping over everything on the water.
Oh, you're an Andorian?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm a Deltan. How you doing?
I'm a human, so I don't know what y'all are on.
That's racist by calling you. Is that
Listen,
so? If you call someone by
your
their
blue
race?
skin, we prefer the term Azurians. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Azure.
Yeah, I mean, if he's like, "Hey, bluey, that might be racist." But just saying you're an Andorian.
Listen, Spoonhead. Okay, so I want to point you to chat, other lore.
Oh, I see it. Well, it'll come in. Don't worry.
Making sure.
So as you guys make your way down, ultimately, you do find the workers and your crew clustered at the bottom of a trench, but it is atop a magnificent growth of glowing crystals. Numerous crystalline formations are clustered in the area. From what you can tell, you actually see the lost crew member as well. They're all encased in what appears to be different crystalline formations. It kind of looks like diamonds, I guess, would be a way of explaining it. And that's what happens at the moment.
So they're trapped in the crystal.
They're inside the crystal.
Are we talking insect in amber or a crystalline bubble, which then contains air, which then contains crewmen?
Yes. Are they alive?
I don't know. If there was only some kind of technology you had on you that you could roll
listen. All I'm saying is that he's the scanner guy, and I got my phaser ready to go at a moment's notice.
And I'm just here to science, bro.
I wanted to science.
I like the idea that you have barbells with you, just ready to go.
Underwater.
That's a running gag too. Just so you know, all science departments on both ships are bros that do push-ups and stuff. Like literally, it's they have nothing but muscles.
And even the actual the devices, rather than your typical L cars, they've got a thing where in order to scan.
They have to do a bar.
Okay,
activate invisible light syndrome. Yes,
I got to do that in order to actually do anything.
I'm all for that. I mean, that's how I act.
I should probably roll for you, right?
Yes,
because
please.
you physically can't.
I mean, no,
I'm so stupid. So GM, what stats are those? Because that's a failure. That one might not be.
Oh dear.
18 is probably a failure. I would concur.
18 is almost assured a failure. Yeah.
It would be a insight plus science.
Wait, I'm going to use the fact that I'm an awesome leader to assist him.
Cool. You're not the team lead though. You made him the team lead.
That's true. I backstab him in typical fashion. Romulan, Klingon.
I'm taking over this one, baby.
This is my ship.
This is like Discovery's first episode all over.
Oh, dude,
really
no.
This
would be the
like
perfect time, given my backstory, which nobody knows here except for Laura Loda. This would be a perfect time to make sure that my secret is kept.
That you wrote Discovery?
It's true. I'm so sorry. God, season 3 is going to be great. Don't worry, though. So I
appreciate you.
I assist. I can assist. Screw you, because if nothing else, I have teamwork.
Okay.
So
You'll never
I'm
know
going
if it
to
counts
assist.
or not. So go ahead and roll.
I mean,
Yep.
you spent most of
Science.
you spent most of this
That's-
mission punching me and phasering me. I think now's the right time to.
Okay, so what happens is I'm coming at you with a punch, and it turns into a hug of just, it's okay, you got this, buddy.
Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks, bro.
I got your back. I'm not gonna have sex with you though.
The office.
Shit.
The hand chops and gives a flower.
Yep.
Was that proverb? And
I got
I
one
like
success,
this
one
crew
failure.
now. I like this crew. I
Listen, I
feel
punch because I love. Okay, that's why they punch me in
I
real
feel
life
like
all the
I'm
time.
home now.
I feel
Thank
like
you.
I'm home. We give flowers all the time. I play with people's petals. All right, so what happens is, as you're scanning it, with the help, it's actually Runner does help you out.
Cheers, Runner.
What you can tell is there's actually fluid inside, and it looks like almost on a cellular level, like it's amniotic, what is it? Embryonic fluid that has connected with them, and it appears like the cells, even like the body, is somewhat connected to the fluid that's within the crystalline itself.
This is so much effort.
It's like, oh my god. Jeez, can't
We
it
do
be
have
easy?
the-
Can it be easy? Isn't there like a telltale skip option that I can...
Right. So what would happen if we were to disrupt the crystalline casing that's holding them in? Would we? Is it a life form? Would it cause damage? Do we need to scan some shit again?
So you can
All
use a
we've
mantle-
done in Stir's rolls is scan. You notice that every single roll this today has been a scan.
You can first off, you can just phaser it and see what happens, but that's probably not suggested.
Absolutely, sir.
You're like,
Get
like,
the
I wonder-
sword. Get the sword.
You can phaser it with this sword. You
can
got it.
use
With the sword.
Hit my blade.
You can scan it again, or you can... That looks so dangerous with the green
I love how
screen.
you just wrapped your entire fist around the
Well,
blade.
it's fine. It's not sharp.
Ah!
It's actually it's flat.
Oh,
It is heavy as
But
hell, and
I'm
this is quite sharp right at the
not
tip there.
quite as scared of it as I was.
Oh, this
no.
would hurt like hell if I hit you.
I
with
mean,
it. It's like
if you
40
hit me
pounds.
with it, yeah. I mean, I'm still going to be nice to you.
Wham!
So you can
Basically
use a
mace.
momentum, or you can scan it again.
Scanning
Well,
it is.
Scan.
We should probably scan. I'll assist again.
Let's scan it.
That's
You can
a
only
lot
s-
of success. That's 4 successes.
But you can't assist again after
That's
you
all
use that
fixes.
focus.
Then I can assist.
That's a good
Do
point.
you have teamwork as a value?
Yes.
Well, yes,
Yes,
yes.
I do.
I'm
Why,
looking
yes.
at her character sheet right now,
Oh, that's
and I
good.
can
Yeah.
confirm
Because you
with
know,
total
I actually
certainty.
have hers.
No,
saved,
that's
so
actually the
hold on.
old one.
Actually, I actually, to be very fair, I actually think one of my values is go it alone. So
Oh God. So you actually reduce the number of successes that happens.
yeah.
He can never
Actually,
he can never use teamwork again. Is what you...
If I could sidebar really quick, given how often and how regularly Star Trek retcons itself, that should be like a mechanic, where you
Yeah.
could say, "Oh no, I've always been interested in hang on, paleontology," and you can just make up stuff and change your
After
character
so
sheet.
many,
Yeah,
you
I've
can
always
actually do
had
that.
teamwork. I actually was genetically engineered as a child to get teamwork added to my skill set.
Yep. It
That is what
interacted
they do.
with a rare amoeba that connected to my DNA and reverse evolved me into a higher life form, which then temporarily displaced with the quantum filament that I myself left yesterday, which is actually tomorrow from my perspective. Thus, I now have teamwork.
I wish you could clap because I'm holding a phone in my hand, but that was wonderful.
Maisie's like, meanwhile, McDudd is in a post-coital snuggle with the tentacle beast, which
Yeah, I
really
saw
just
that.
wants to...
Just McDudd's fine. We're trying to save the real people, okay?
The scanners show you can't get a precise, you're not completely sure, but it does look like they're connected in some way. During this time, you actually hear your beam comes on, the Starfleet thing, comm badge comes on.
The comm unit.
And you hear Cadet Summer say the shuttle sensor. You hear Cadet Summer says that she notices something big moving towards the swimmers. Oh, towards you guys. There we go. I misread that at the beginning. She tells you that there's something moving towards you guys.
And then the growl happens that I already did.
And then you hear a growl. Daddy?
Yeah, I mean,
I attempt to hit on it. I rolled to hit on it.
Roll
What-
seduction.
Let me roll seduction. Hang on. What's the skills?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah.
Oh my
What
God! Look at what I rolled.
beautiful
It would be a
Oop, did I
presence
lose all you guys?
plus command.
there.
Now we're still here.
So Jesse, you got a 1 and a 4.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna fuck it.
So Lieutenant Tron just races off like, yeah, super enthusiastic.
Law's dead. Law's dead.
She turns around and you see this big thing. She's like, I'm gonna fuck it.
What is it? I don't know, but I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna move away at this point because again,
yes,
my
let us retreat from
I'm
this.
no. I'm gonna find a closet because my oath of voyeurism is on record.
No,
I want to
wait.
see what's going on.
I'm gonna go towards the frickin' things. I'm gonna swim down or use my thing that I can't remember the name of. to
Yeah,
get down.
can you finish the rest of this mission?
Yeah, I
So-
got this. Don't worry.
Yeah,
You guys
that's right.
have sex. I will go finish the mission and leave you here. Oh my God.
No, but no. Do I seduce this whatever this creature is?
Oh
You're
my
beyond
God.
seduction at this point. It's happening.
So what comes towards you looks like a giant jelly thing that you see too. This one actually
Even better.
is a little bit different. It has a whitish hue to it, and there's it looks like there's tentacles that go around it. You find yourself actually consumed by it, and it pulls Jesse's character into it, and then starts hovering away. You can still see it, but you see Jesse in it.
I don't look panicked at all. I'm very.
I actually do have my phaser out, like all joking aside at this point. I'm painting out like, sir? You want to destroy
Guys,
half
I'm
the
good.
system,
I'm
sir?
like screaming from inside of it, and like, guys, I'm good. This is great.
I'm fucking.
Don't worry about me.
Um,
I'm fairly sure this
Aren't
counts
you-
as sex.
aren't
so
you
I-
still in the suit?
This counts as sex.
You're in the
Yes.
suit,
She's
right?
still in the suit.
Is it no longer in? Please don't take your suit off. No, Lieutenant, no.
There's a valve, isn't there? There's a valve.
Yeah, there's a valve. We can make a valve.
We can make a valve.
You
Oh my
You look
God.
so uncomfortable, Trek lad. I don't know that you'll ever play here again, man. I feel bad.
I'm back next week. What are you on about? I'm back next week. I'm always uncomfortable. I'm just in a constant state of Britishness.
That is a
I'm
terminal
here.
disease.
I'm here
I've heard of
representing the games producer,
So
and
you,
That's why he's
I'm
so
here to represent
uncomfortable, because
Los
the game's
Angeles.
producer's like, oh my God, why am I supporting this?
you defeat Germans and talk bad about the Americans. So
that's all I do.
That's
That is
all
all
you
I do.
It's like,
Actually,
That's the-
talk,
that's the-
talk shit about the Americans, lad.
quintessential and beat Germans. That's the quintessential Britishman. All right, so what are we doing?
I don't know. Have you, Jesse? Have you finished fucking the thing?
I mean,
She's staying up there. It's not letting her down. It
yeah.
doesn't appear
Well,
to be harming her.
I don't want to suggest you're finished because it's not. You've not been doing stuff long. But
Oh, you don't know
I
her
can
stamina.
go as long as anyone or
Yeah, her
as us.
stamina is just.
Yeah.
So it
So
pulls her
really,
out.
if you're waiting on me, you'll be waiting a while. So just
So
do what
here's
you gotta do.
what happened, just so we can all recap first off, just in case anybody just joined. So what happened is that this thing shows up behind them. They turn around. Jesse says, "I'm gonna fuck it." It pulls her up and into it, and then it floats above them, and they just turn back around to solve the problem.
Yep. That's actually what just happened.
do we still have our cadets and stuff with us?
You have one ensign and one cadet. The cadet is on the.
What are they doing during all this shit?
They're
Being
watching.
alive.
Dude, they're doing the same thing. They always. This is nothing new for them. This happens every session. They
Yeah, this
always
is
take
literally a
ensigns and
Tuesday. They
lieutenants and
just- yeah.
cadets. It's one of the weirdest. What is it?
I dig
Stations
it. Whatever
that
it
they've
is,
been
I
put
dig
on,
it.
yeah.
I dig it.
It's one of
All right, so we need to do a thing.
deployments. It's one of the weirdest deployments they've ever had. I'm sorry. What do you need to do?
We need to do a thing.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Can we do one of those things where there's like he's sitting there, he's debating his options, he's trying to figure out, and he turns around. I'm already gone. I've been gone for like 5 minutes.
Swimming back up.
Yeah. Can
Oh
we...
no, I'm down. I'm down by them. I'm down by the eggs.
All right.
Okay,
can,
they're not eggs. They're like crystalline. I mean, you can call them eggs, but they're like crystalline.
I'm down by the crystal eggs. Thank you
Okay,
very much.
That's what you want to call them.
I'm feeling a very Delta need to scan the eggs.
Well, you actually did. They're the. That's what I'm talking about. So that you've already discussed them. They're the ones that the people are trapped in. They're the crystalline.
Oh, okay.
formations.
Oh, so they're eggs. They're eggs.
Yeah, he calls them eggs, but they're not. They're nothing. To
Listen,
do with eggs.
I
They're
just
crystal.
reviewed Alien, and for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just going to leave that off this show. But, yikes.
It's like they're stuck in little gems, is what it looks like.
Yeah,
I saw
what
him
was
do
that trick?
It was one of his cats. It just pops something off and then
right.
My
ran off.
cats over the course of this session have marked. I've got claw marks in my wall. They're absolute cunts. No, just total d bags. So yes. Anyway, apologies for the language.
Isn't the C word not as big a deal in the UK as it is?
Oh,
it was
it
not a big deal
is.
here
But
or
I use it liberally because it's a great word to use to.
I thought it wasn't as
It
bad.
is- it is a great
Well, god damn it. We need to keep our language down on this show, okay?
Actually, believe it or not, C word is one of the ones that they may actually try to not only demonetize, but and it's fine.
Yeah, that's
they actually may,
for some reason.
but
I don't
try
know
to
why
take
they
down
try.
the channel, not channel, but the video. They won't.
They won't go after the channel for that.
No.
Not unless you're
But they might
big
do
enough,
video.
and you're not. So.
Well, it's
I don't
been nice
care, it's
knowing
fine.
you all.
That's all right. It's whatever. It's
The channel just goes down immediately.
Trick
By the way,
lad,
this
destroy
whole time
single
I've
lad.
been setting up the pattern enhancers around these eggs.
Oh,
Okay,
that's good.
I
At
was
least-
wondering
at
if you
least
guys
someone's
would
done-
remember that.
I'm just no. I've had the like you're doing this whole thing. I'm just gonna finish. No. It's okay. When I play MMOs with my friends, this is exactly what happens. They put me on follow, and I do the quests while we chat.
No,
That
let's-
is how I game
we
with
need
my
to
friends.
we need to recap this because Trek Lad's looking because this is his first time, so he's amazed at what Jesse's doing and that she's actually trying to have sex with. And in the background, he's like, "This is just another day." Yep. bye.
I'm not amazed. This is just normal. I mean, they do it. I watch it. You know, it's
No, they. I'm not involved in this. I'll be very clear about
I'm
that.
not sexually
I'm over
attracted.
Jesse and whatever
Killing the crap out of. Oh, you mean they? Is gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, you're the hero of this mission. You're the one that's doing all
I'm
the
the
stuff while I just
boring
sit
one.
here and swear at
As
my
long as
cats
I get the
and watch
credit,
sex.
that's all that matters. You know.
Oh my gosh. Can I set my phaser on overload? I'm just.
Is that like
pattern
the
enhancers are now set up?
Or you do that one special transport. What's the transport? That causes
The
explosion?
code 17, I think. Which
The code 17, which never is used again and doesn't make
yeah,
any
only
sense to have.
once,
Why
and
would
it's
they?
so stupid. That's a perfect way to kill someone.
Yeah, why would they
That
have
I think
that?
about things like that.
Why would that exist? That should never even exist. Anyway,
Actually no, that should exist because that's a great safety thing. If there's a bomb, if there's a part of the ship that's going to explode, there's lots of reasons why you want something to just stop being there in a way that's not going to detonate it.
Or
So
if you
even
wanna
in the
kill people.
non-killing sense, that makes perfect sense. It's just you can also use it to kill someone, to Thanos someone. Not that I think about things like that.
but that's what it's like code 36, and then you're just goodbye.
That's
sweet
weird. I
saints.
think about that stuff all the time.
I thought you thought of it. No, okay. No. That's what gets you going. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in
Oh,
bed. You're
talk
like,
to me about
"Oh,
like
tell me code 17. Code 17 me. Code 17 me. Was it 14?
now. What
God,
gets
I
me
don't
going
freaking
is respect for basic human rights. That usually gets me going. It's like, oh, respect me more. Oh God.
As a Delton, now I'm only going to do one of those, Gleason, because this is a game, sir. But as a Delton, Trek Lad feels the need and is about to say, "God save the Queen." They don't know why though. Your character says it. Your character says it.
You have to say it in character. It's a law.
God save the Queen.
There you go.
I love just the aggravation.
I'm just saying you can be
the
annoyed.
teeth gritting there. That was
You can be
beautiful.
annoyed.
is
You can be
this-
annoyed by
is
it, but
this
I'd hate to
racist?
contact Metro Police and tell them that you've been harassing me. Just saying. Metro Police are horrible.
Is this
Oh, that was
racist?
beautiful. No, that would be. Oh, I guess it would be racist.
Nationalist?
Well, yeah. I mean, what would that be?
It's a
That's
saying,
fair.
isn't it? It's a saying that the United Kingdom says, "God save the Queen."
Well,
That's
that
like
would-
saying,
I know, but
culturist,
forcing the one
maybe?
British person in the group to say "God save the Queen" feels like some sort of
Stereotypalist? I don't know if you want me to say about how much I can't wait to get out there in the thing and shoot
Hey,
the guys. I'll totally say that for you.
you know what?
I feel like we're getting away from scanning
Trek
stuff.
Lad,
I've already beamed these suckers up to the
Trek
shit
lad,
by
I'm
this
s-
point.
Trek Lad, my friend who has ancestors that single-handedly took over like most of the world and started enslaving them and pressing Christianity upon people who never wanted it and just straight up killing people. I'm sorry when I said God made you say "God save the Queen." I would never want to insult someone who has at best imperialistic nation. So I apologize about that. My God.
It's,
Can we also talk about how you say? Can we also talk about how you say "welcome, guys"? I feel like that's very transphobic.
That's a good point. Just we need an expose video on this channel. There's just so much.
Mm-hmm.
I've left.
Anyways,
now. At this point, the ship has left orbit, having
But
already
that's a
solved
saying.
the
How
problem.
does a saying make you nationalist? It's like, I don't. Oh my God, y'all frustrate me. You don't like making fun of the French.
Listen, the
But
French are
apparently it's
awesome.
saying-
That's all I'm saying.
Domestic
The French are
abuse
awesome.
is on. Sexual
You know what-
assault
what's-
is on. But you
What's
go
the
after
most
French and
common
British,
French
and
ingredient
I'm
in food? Real question.
German.
No. What's the most common French ingredient in food? For real.
I don't know.
Anybody? I'm actually just curious because I found this out last year and I think this is fascinating. It's egg. They cook tons of different things with eggs. Half the recipes I use in my own thing are actually from a French cookbook that was given to me. It's awesome.
Doesn't most stuff use egg?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like that's
No.
like
When I say
American-
egg, I mean like that is the primary ingredient. When I say I have a cookbook, that's just egg. I'm not actually joking.
Fuck. The most common.
Oh, no, well, I was-
American-
Sorry,
I was once in a hotel room and I couldn't sleep. I was in a hotel room in Brighton and I watched a video, 117 ways to cook an egg. And I watched that fucking thing all the way through to the end. And I was transfixed.
Humanity is weird.
Humanity is awesome. What are you talking about?
I wasn't even drunk. I was just
It's just wow.
stone
No, I know
sober.
exactly what you mean. Just oh my god, and you just keep watching. And you look up. Why has it been 2 hours?
You get to the 37-minute mark, and
whenever I'm-
they're using like solar panels to cook eggs. I'm like, oh, it's a new way. It's a new way. Can we cook eggs with tricord?
It's a new dawn.
Ooh,
Can you
Can
what?
we-
Can we cook
That's a
eggs
good
underneath?
question.
Wait. Can I float back down from the jellyfish thing? And
No,
with,
it's
like,
too
the-
late.
Are you done?
You
Are you
seduced
done?
it too much. It's not
Is
done.
it done? Is
It's
actually
not
I think
done,
the
that's
real
thing.
question.
You can't float down. Are you guys
It's
gonna
one
do...
of the.
We got less than
Let's
15
play-
minutes,
Let's
boys.
play the game. Let's play the game.
Okay, I guess.
This is not even past the second. There's 3 acts that you're supposed to be able to do in one session, by the way. This is not even halfway.
So they're beamed back to the shuttle because that happened like 30 minutes ago.
One.
No, so the shuttle isn't going to be able to take all of them. Especially, are you beaming just them? Or are you beaming them and the?
Well, we got the.
We
pattern
can leave the
enhancers.
cadets.
We can leave the cadets.
There's not.
You're demoted to cadet. All right, now that we've got that settled.
So
No, can we?
Their
Pattern
sacrifice
enhancers,
will not be
right?
in vain.
Can the pattern enhancers grab them within, or do we have to grab the whole egg?
you probably.
I'm not going to stop calling these eggs, by the way.
It's hard to. It would take a roll by one of them to see if they can distinguish it, because the amniotic fluid. So the amniotic fluid, the way that it's working, I'll give you this one to you for free. It is a
We've
mixture.
canned a lot.
It's a mixture of the crystalline. It's a
Entity.
mixture. No, it's not crystalline. It's a mixture of the crystalline formation, as well as the person themselves. It's like a mixture between the two. They can pull it out or try, but it'll take a roll for them to do it. It'll be increased by the pattern enhancement.
Well, that'll be the commander's decision if we decide to do that.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
He's a
That's
lieutenant.
very.
He's not a commander.
No, he's in command of the mission.
Oh,
I'm
gotcha.
Speaking
Okay.
generally, I'm going to call him captain next time just to spite you. Whoops, that's the wrong thing.
That'll end well for you.
So that's a 4 and an 8 against whatever this is.
I
happening.
get to roll, sir. 'cause it's the
God damn it, man!
NPCs.
I'm saving that.
I know that's not.
That
you
is a
can't- you
legit
can't
roll.
use it
Next
again.
time we roll,
Use it.
which is going to be for something stupid and dumb, I'm going to have a 4 and an 8.
Yep.
I'm going to say I want to walk down this corridor, and you're going to say, "Up, there's your roll."
I'm gonna have you do a swimming roll to get back up. That's where that.
There you go.
Coming.
There you go. So I'm going to successfully swim up to Jesse, who's currently. Looks
How you
like
doing,
we're
Jesse?
Just past the.
I'm
Foreplay.
having fun. I didn't know that a body could feel this way this many times in sequence.
It's like looking into a disco ball. That's what's happening. It's just different color.
And that's the best disco reference we're going to make.
Ever.
So after you beam it up, beam them up, the crystalline formations actually break and start cracking. The ground itself begins shaking pretty hard, and the entity that was giving you the most joyous thing just like expulses you down to the ground.
So this is now your decision. If you think
I'll call
the
you
cadet should
later. I'm not
leave
gonna call it. I'm not gonna call it.
without us, or if we should try to get back and see if we can get back in time without jetpacks.
Can we scan, please?
You can. The cadet.
I shoot
comes
you.
On, the cadet. No, you can scan. The cadet comes on
God.
the communications and says that things are getting tumultuous, and in fact, it seems like there's a storm that's starting to occur above ocean. So I'm going to give you the 4 and 8 for the scan. The scan itself shows that the sea is becoming very tumultuous. The gelatinous kind of liquid that's surrounding you is actually becoming a little bit more denser. The different creatures are beginning to turn red, and it appears like, again, it's just there's an entire reaction.
Not cool. Not cool.
Did McDudd ever rematerialize from reality?
He did upstairs. He did up in the ship.
Okay, good.
So I don't think we need to scan anything to realize that we probably just need to get out of there.
Wait, can we do a scan? Actually, can we rule that you as a Delton have like Geordie's eyes, right? Like just straight up. See. So because I mean like from First Contact, the ones that.
Oh, so the cool eyes, not.
Yeah. So you literally have a tricorder on at all times, just in your eyes there.
I mean, that allows me to voyeur through walls.
That's also true.
Yeah, I can like heat map stuff, and I don't need to heat map anything with what's going on with Jesse Gender right now. But it's
it's
the heat
obvious.
is radiating off of me. It's fine.
She's just like doing that thing where you just go limp in the water, and she's just relaxing,
just starfishing, just like that was good.
What was up with you guys? What's happening? What were we doing?
What's going on? I just got laid. All right. Can we?
I've gone. By the way, I have already left.
Okay,
so
you started
I'm going back to the shuttle.
Wait,
I'm not sticking
I
thought you were running in the distance. You're like, I'm gone. They just look off.
Oh, wow, please.
I know. I just like the image of you being like, "Can we scan?" And then, we all start just like looking to try and figure out how to scan, and you're just like booking it the other direction.
I've already left. Yeah, I've booked it. I'm gone.
I mean, I did want to just double check that those orbs that have now turned red aren't gonna just kill me. Oh, okay, fine. Can you come down a little bit more and get us? Because I while I was doing the breaststroke, I think I pulled a peck, and
I say, do we have phasers on this shuttle, Cadet Summers?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Are shields up right now?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now, the funny thing is I got on the comm, and I have the best comm thing, and that's why I rolled a 17 and a 14, because I am terrible at my job. So that is one success still to get us closer in order to pick him up before he dies. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Good. That's why I rolled, because I figured this would be a difficult thing, especially with the increased density and the fact that we're now on a time crunch.
I'm already running too.
It's fine. Are you guys at least coming towards me as I'm about to activate the bomb?
I need to at least have my post-coital workout.
So as the shuttle
the coitus wasn't a workout?
No.
It's a giant thing.
That's a real thing. I knew someone who we're not going to talk about in specifics, but she would get super hyper afterwards. That's Jesse right now.
I always get hungry in real life whenever
hungry.
So you've
I always get very, very hungry.
It's a workout. It makes sense.
As a Delton, I'm always hungry.
Well,
but there's no that my oath of celibacy is on fucking.
Can we say that Summers is the only one who survives the terror that's about to happen? Can we just make that a thing?
So as you're going down
with a terrible roll,
the creatures begin doing various different lights, almost in a pattern. The shuttle itself is actually hit by one of the eddies. There's a ton of eddies happening. It twirls and then begins falling back. The bad side is that it's actually starting to go down to crush depth. The good side is that it's the back end, so you guys can get in a lot quicker if you'd like.
Got a board via the rear.
Well, I guess I'll turn off the shields.
No, I assume you can get through the shields. They have the.
No. Let's not pull that, because it's part of the actual structural integrity in this case. So in the interest of good storytelling, we should probably actually take more damage now that we've lowered the shields.
In the interest of good storytelling,
you're concerned with good storytelling.
They actually, yeah, you haven't been at all. They actually modified the shields in a way that allows you to go through it. It was one of the most magnificent pieces of engineering, and is why he's in fact on the mission, because he was the one to come up with that idea.
Oh, that's impressive stuff. We should tell Riker about that.
We should. It would help him out a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a few. Okay, we're good. So we get on board, and I'm gonna punch it. I'm gonna do another roll because this is another difficult task here.
Okay.
To get us straight up. Oh my god. Nope, that's 2 successes. I'm okay.
Okay.
Thank God I have a good con skill.
Give me a daring plus security.
Oh Christ. Is this a separate roll from the one I just did, or do you want me to use the one I just did?
No, it's a separate roll.
Okay, that's cool. Daring plus security. Oh, 1 success.
All right. The emergency red alert comes on in a ship. Yeah. It's still descending, but much slower. Give me another one.
Oh, okay. Wait, the shuttle is descending?
It's slower, at least.
Well, thank you very much, sir. I just got 3 successes.
Well, good. The ship got 1 failure, so there's that.
God damn, why is this piece of junk? Why is everything we have junk? Why don't we have good ships? Why are we on a Miranda?
So it cancels it out. You're just saying all this as it goes down.
Yeah, I'm actually doing this in character. God damn it, this stupid piece of junk.
We're on a Miranda that's named after America.
Do you want an Oberth? Because that's how you get an Oberth, Lore Runner.
Oh, God, no, please don't put us in an Oberth. I will quit this game. You put us in an Oberth.
Oh, that's what
I know you wouldn't give a crap, but I would still do it.
You guys finally begin to make your way up and out. You can tell that there is a massive storm that's happening. It's actually slamming against the facility, which is starting to take damage. And you're still going up. You'd be able to make it out of the storm if you wanted to.
Which one of us was that?
That was the facility that did it.
Okay.
Beep, beep.
No, that was me accidentally hitting the horn of my car.
That's kind of what it sounded like, but I was just curious. Okay. Well, Commander, what are your orders? I mean, we could try to go to warp, because I've seen the recent Star Wars films, and you could just go to warp an atmosphere without any consequences whatsoever.
Yeah. So we're all back in the shuttle now, and
the shuttle is out of the ocean and headed up. You're seeing the facility; it's just getting pegged.
Yeah, they're dead.
All right,
they're dead. Just let them go. They're every one of them.
No, I literally no. I met a very wonderful Ferengi lady that we need to save.
She has some petals you'd enjoy seeing.
All right, hang on. I scanned for Ferengi life signs.
Oh, okay. This is all I need.
Done.
Wait, actually, I'm sorry. You should scan for Ferengi life signs. So he gets an 11 and a 6 on that. I don't know what his stats are.
It's too hard to get a good sensor sweep with all of the storm and stuff that's going on.
I'm sorry, she's gone. You gotta learn to let go. There's plenty of Ferengi.
Yeah, you can do marks on any other Ferengi out there. You know, just let that one go. Sorry.
No. So she was my Moogie.
So
Umak. I don't know.
She's my mom. Who's my mother? You're my mother.
Don't do umucks on your own, Moogie. That's
horrific. Oh my god!
I just didn't know we had the same fetishes. All right, so.
Did you ever accidentally brush your mother's ear in Ferengi societies? It's just a whole thing.
I mean,
it's the air. It's the hair in the ear when they get to a certain age.
On Delta, we don't have that problem because we haven't got hair at all.
Look that up.
I did look at. Well, I have read Gene Roddenberry's starts with the motion picture novelization, and that one has a lot of
motion picture.
Oh, there's literally 3 or 4 pages
horniest book
discussing
ever.
It's just 3 or 4 pages devoted just talking about Deltan's sexual abilities.
Trek lad and lore. One of you choose odd, and the other chooses even.
Odd.
Even.
Trek lad and Jesse. One of you choose odd, and the other chooses even.
I'll choose even.
Odd then.
Let's get that up in the air. Let's do
this.
That's
right. Choose odd.
Who chose? Oh, okay. So Jesse, you had even.
I had even.
Jesse, as you guys are climbing through the sky, you have what almost feels like almost like a flashback or a memory, and you see yourself in the past. This is an actual memory, meeting someone that you thought was of high esteem, and they shake your hand. They shake, but the memory itself, you vaguely know where you were. It's vaguely where you met that person, but there's also different colors and stuff of a specific pattern. And they bring their hand out to shake your hand. You feel like you're in the presence of somebody that's really important, just like the memory had. And they nod their head to you for a second. And then it just flashes away.
Boogie?
That is awesome and
Oh,
beautiful.
come on, mother.
Can I interrupt really quick?
Yeah.
I have to share this quote for quote. Sex with a Deltan woman is like nirvana. After that, no man can be satisfied with anyone else. The Deltan woman is so sophisticated sexually that any contact with a human man would drive him insane.
Star Trek.
That's Star Trek.
They are hairless, by the way.
So,
but yeah, I just, oh my God.
Right down to
they
eye
should
moisture.
be. That's the only way.
So
The only way it could be the best is if they were here. Okay, so
So what do I do with this vision?
so hold on. Let's see. Trek Lad and Lore Runner. Trek Lad, you get to choose odd or even.
Odd.
Odd. Okay. I think we'll go with the first roll. We'll see. We'll go with the first roll. Trek Lad, you actually have a memory yourself. You're in a place where you're watching something occur. This is an actual memory. Again, there are colors, but you vaguely know where you are. There's a pattern. You're looking at an image or a memory with
Bridge director.
with a what you're watching. The memory itself is of something that can't defend itself being hurt, like brutally, and that you want to stop it, but you can't. So it's like you're watching it on YouTube or something. Like something that doesn't deserve to be hurt is getting hurt.
My self-esteem.
Yeah, so you're watching your self-esteem go by.
No, something that doesn't deserve to be heard.
Hey-o! And Runner,
I can joke because I have no self-esteem at all.
Yeah, you need to work on that. You're actually a pretty awesome guy. So Runner, you actually have a your own vision, and in this vision, it's a time when you help somebody, and you didn't have to. It was just something that you did, and you feel a real sense of self-esteem, a real sense of accomplishment, and that's what happens.
I slowly turn to Ensign Trek Labs and just slug him.
Can I scan that?
Can you scan what?
The slug.
The slug or your mind?
The slug, or just my mind, or self-esteem?
Yeah, you can do it all. Yeah, that's what tricorders are for, baby.
In all seriousness, am I flying this thing? This is in character. Am I flying this thing?
Yeah, you're flying
to try
up.
and save them?
Are you flying it, or is
I'm on the con.
could
I've got the
ensign-
best stats here.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
So I don't mind being the person on the thing. I know I've been rolling crap tonight, but I swear I have the good stats.
Yeah.
We don't have room.
We don't have room.
There's a station. What's a better word? Other lore.
A console?
Facility
Okay.
of people who are doomed, and we don't have room for them on our shuttle.
Overabundance?
Yeah, well, that's
There's an overabundance of people down there, and we just that does line up pretty neatly.
Yeah.
Is this?
So-
I mean, does Baal Abin as in?
I think fucked
Dahl
is
need to make room?
the actual term. They're all fucked.
What'd you say, Trek Lad? Does he what?
Do I need to like sacrifice myself to?
I mean, what do you want to
save some
do?
people?
We're putting you on
this
this
is
hot
this is
spot
the
here.
creative universe. You can do anything your mind wills. What does it say in your mind?
No,
I
not
I don't
that.
want to. I don't want to sacrifice myself because I want to come back next week.
How
So
would you sacrifice yourself? It's like if I jump out of this shuttle. Does
Yeah.
everybody
All that
live?
would do would make room for one more person,
Yeah,
unless
that's
you're a
what I
little
mean.
bigger than you look. In which case, maybe two people.
well, I mean,
Hang on. How many people were down in that facility? We know
82,
already.
80,
Past it.
80
80. Okay. We don't have anywhere close to room for 80 people. What do we do?
on the shuttle.
decide based on who's the sexiest people down there, and
Okay.
You have
so,
more than just that. You also have the Miranda class vessel too.
Yeah, we have a ship.
yes,
Only the sexy people get saved.
Oh my god. What? Are we Coda's the executioner
Sir, we
now?
can
Jesus
save more.
Christ.
Only
Gene
sexy
Roddenberry's
people. I already
vision.
have a list made.
No, you've had a list, Jesse. You've had a list this whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I have one of the ship too.
No, it's okay, Jacob. I'm like the fattest person here, so I get to do that.
I would dispute that.
I weigh 230.
Yeah, I'm like 238.
Well, that is bigger than me.
The heaviest I ever was, I used to weigh 330 pounds. So
No,
100%.
I don't know if I
I'm
believe
330
that.
pounds right now. Can we shut up about who's the fattest? I ain't even joking with you. Can we move the topic along, please?
Look, all I'm saying is that I'm going to take command from the clearly inexperienced Delton.
You want to hear uncomfortable French and British jokes? Let's keep talking about this. I'll show you some uncomfortable French and British jokes.
That's
all
can
I'm
we?
saying is we're going to the ship.
Okay,
That I've made the executive decision.
I'm happy to be vetoed on this. I was
We're
gonna
going
like
up.
sacrifice myself for the great.
I eject you out of the shuttle.
There, you sacrificed.
So, I mean, if you want to try to scan, the scanners unfortunately aren't working at the moment, so you wouldn't be able to get a tractor lock if you wanted to. You could.
Is that because
land
we've burned
at
the
facility.
scanners out by
Actually, I have
scanning
an
too
idea.
much?
Hang on.
You can land at the facility.
I'm gonna hail the ship.
Okay.
I know, shocking idea. And I'm gonna say, hey, I need every transporter grabbing every person off that facility full tilt. Also, I want you to make sure nobody's in cargo bay X. I don't know what we've got. Do we have a cargo? Do we have one cargo bay? Do we have any cargo bays?
Yeah, you have a few.
Oh, we like up the long ladder
Yeah,
in
the
this.
Mirandas have cargo bays. Yeah.
Okay, so I actually am not sure. That's why
They
I'm
do.
asking. I don't know
They
the
do.
Miranda that well. Okay, so make sure nobody's in cargo bay 1. I am going to then order. Let's go with Mr. Gleason over there. Him to start beaming people from the shuttle. That is to say, using the shuttle's transporters from the facility up to the cargo bay to make sure we're getting as many people as in as little time as possible.
Okay.
What that guy said.
So he's like, sir, we've actually, the female Ferengi has ordered us to not assist. It looks like she has several transports and the fighters moving towards the planet itself, focusing on, it looks like their vectors going for the ocean.
We're
thought the
still
Ferengi-
not over the ocean, right? As in the ship. That's still a thing.
The
that's
ship
still
is not
currently
over
true.
the ocean. No, the shuttle is.
The shuttle is now moving to get the quickest vector to no longer be in front of the ocean. Does not want to be in the path of death that's about to happen.
It looks like they're preparing, and there's a pause. He looks over, and there's some talk in the background.
Yes.
It looks like they're using a Nadion pulse.
A Nadion pulse. I turned to my resident tech experts.
Yeah. Is it coherent? Is it a coherent beam?
Is it a coherent beam? Yes.
It's pure antiprotons. Absolutely pure.
Yeah, I can't remember that one from the textbook.
If I
You guys can actually look it up.
just
You can use the things, or you can do you can roll for it, or you can ask the computer
everyone
what
knows
it
an Adion pulse discharge fired by some type of a Korath had modified a Cardassian. So that's the stuff I know off the top of my head.
is. You're breaking up pretty bad. We didn't hear any of that.
Something about Cardassians. That's all we really got.
I'm gonna defer to Jesse's expertise though.
Cardassians? I immediately turn around and start arming all the weapons. Well, we're at war with the Cardassians right now.
Yeah. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yes.
fine. So what were you saying?
Oh, I was just I read the memory alpha thing about Nadion pulses. That's all I did.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. You can roll for it or look it up on the computer if you want to.
Yeah. All right. I look it up.
Okay. Like you said, it's an artificially generated particle. Among other uses, it can be used for phasers and disruptors, but has also been used in bursts to disperse things like sentient beings, or if there is a contaminant in the blood.
Yes, that's what phasers do. They disperse sentient
No,
beings.
the Nadion pulses. They're a part. So as I stated, They can be used in phasers and disruptors, or used by themselves to disperse things such as sentient beings or contaminants.
I'm sorry, I'm just amused by the thought. Somebody walks up. No, we're not killing you. We're just dispersing you. It's okay. It will be painless.
They're dispersed.
In fact, Nadion emissions are generally a part of buzzard collectors, but not on the Intrepid class. That's one of its advantages.
So this is a command decision. We need to decide if we're interfering with these people who are probably going to go attack the ocean, or if we're just going to let them deal with it.
You know, when you phrase it like
they
that,
just start stabbing the water,
attacking the ocean.
What do you think?
It's ridiculous.
Let's save them. Let's save them.
Commander.
I want to have some Umox time. So
she votes she votes for non-interference.
She's always going to be with Mama.
It is so gross. No matter how many times you come back to that just wicks me out. Ugh.
Look, we can't judge Ferengi culture. Come on.
Yes, we can. It's terrible. Moving on.
Well, I vote that we save them. So there we go.
Well,
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, it's fine. Let's save them. Come on.
Okay, so save in this case means don't do anything. So we're just going to keep going up to the ship because they asked us to.
Okay, when you say save them, you mean the actual people at the facility?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, are you beaming them up against their will then?
No.
Yeah.
We've done that before.
We have. It is a thing that's happened.
Last time you did it, you lost a couple of people.
I was still pissed about that. Freaking incompetent transporter people.
Okay. Okay. So you're letting them do it, just to confirm, which is fine. I'm just making sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So as you make your way up, you see the ships.
And out. We really don't want to be over the ocean.
As you make your way up, you see the ships themselves getting in position. You then see the actual beams themselves. They come down and they actually hit the into the atmosphere. You don't see it itself. You guys make it onto the vessel itself, and you hear commanders to the bridge.
Well, I don't feel like walking, so I beam myself to the bridge.
So you're gonna con it.
That's not us, so we're not commanders, so we're good.
Nope, I beam myself to the bridge. Not those two.
We can
just
do it.
myself.
We can do it that way too. You hear Lieutenant Lore, Lieutenant Jesse, and Lieutenant
No, come on,
Trek Lad to
okay, fine, whatever. I still
Dang
beam
it.
up.
Oh.
I'm gonna get your happy ass up there, whether you want it or not.
You guys can beam up too. I'm already here.
I start power walking towards the bridge.
The danger music's playing as the camera's like in front of Jesse as it's
Dun dun dun.
No, hang on.
Dun, dun,
it's the danger music in front of Trek Labs as he's doing that, and then it like sidles to the side and it just goes this really weird, jazz music as he's.
Did you just call me Trek Labs, as in like Labradors?
Yes, you are a laboratory.
I like that. I'm gonna rebrand.
Yeah, except when I walk, they go boom, 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 boom.
I was actually going to do that for myself, but you've never played FF4, so I can't make the reference. So instead, we're just going to be on the bridge.
It's a Simpsons reference where they make
I
fun
like
of that
FF4
person.
better.
I thought it was a Family
Thank
Guy
you very
reference,
much.
actually. That's a Family Guy reference, actually.
Okay, so it's a joke that's been used over and over and over again. That's what we're hearing.
I love the 3 down likes you have so far for this stream.
Man, that's nothing.
I'm just amused that there's any. Like there's only 21 likes and 3 dislikes.
I mean, I literally I'll upload something that's the most non-controversial thing on the planet.
Oh, dude, I get the exact same thing.
Humans should exist and be happy if they can, and it's just like 7 fucking.
Can I just say as well? I put together a video last week on how people in the UK can legally, or as legally as possible, watch Lower Decks, and it was a weird sensation because I got 3 downvotes. It's my most disliked video, and I was sat there going, why don't they like my video? Why don't they like my content? And it was strange though. I wonder if you guys have experienced this, because at one point I had 9 dislikes and then it went down to 3.
I've had that happen.
I've had that happen a couple times. It is strange.
I'm more focused on the fact that you have 3 downvotes, and that's your most downvoted.
Yeah, I was about to say, let me just look at my most recent video at random, which has
let's see.
Yeah, but then again, guys and gals, you get.
Gals plural? Oh my god, my secret's out.
I'm speaking of myself here. You lot get thousands of views.
Wow.
You get thousands of views, and I think my most watched video has 30. So I mean, it's on par. It's level.
I think my dedicated troll left because what usually happens for me is there's someone who just automatically, the moment it uploads, like within seconds, they're there and they're downvoted, and I don't even have a watch.
I mean,
and I have tons that don't have the downvotes. It's weird. They stopped doing it.
My most downvoted video is my video on Mary Sue's, and then surprisingly one on Captain Pike, which was weird.
Anyways, so what instead happens?
Mary Sue's makes sense.
They all blow up.
You watch the oceans that were brilliant blue and somewhat green slowly start to fade.
Red.
After a few moments, you hear on the tactical, it says, "Sir, we have an incoming pulse again."
Yeah, I figured that's why we're not in front of the frickin' ocean.
Unfortunately,
one member of this crew has a brain. No offense.
Unfortunately, the pulse itself expands from the entirety of the.
God damn it! All right, so we can't outrun it. Oh, maybe we can. Give me warp 6. That's our max, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just taking command like an idiot. I immediately turn. I'm sorry. You take command, sir.
I wouldn't know what to do.
As you guys are trying to debate who's in command, the ship is hit with the.
Thank you. Perfect. I'm glad that worked out exactly how I wanted it to.
Wait a second, die.
The shields are up, though.
Who is the captain? Out of interest,
actually, I am technically.
Yeah, he was left in charge of it.
Yeah, really, technically, I am the one who is in command of the ship, but I'm a lieutenant.
All right, so why the fuck am I being asked to do stuff?
I'm trying to. First of all, because I was ordered to, and second of all, because screw you. Now sit in your goddamn chair and do your job.
And you tell us if we're going to warp 6. I'll let you go to
tell
warp
us if we're going to warp 6. I'm like literally shoving you down in the command. You're like, come on.
And you're like,
oh, we go to warp 6. Oh, we go to warp 6.
And then he's like, do the Janeway maneuver, and everybody looks at you for a second. The ship is hit.
Also, she's not
like
back yet. So we don't know what that is.
Have you not watched? Why have you not watched Lower Decks?
I've been busy.
A Star Trek fan?
No, I've been busy. That's all it is. I usually don't watch shows as they come out because I'm busy watching shows that came out 20 years ago and streaming 7 days a week.
That's a good reason.
Yeah,
that's a good reason.
So you go to warp.
No free time.
You go to warp 6. You hear
my Moogie.
You hear on the comms. You hear on the comms, or not the comms. The person at the con says, "Sir, it looks like it's overtaking us."
Thank God those shields are still up.
Tactical's like, we were supposed to have shields up. No.
God damn it! No. You're fine. And that's the last thing.
You had one job.
So it does. Ultimately the beam overtakes and hits the ship. It spins out of warp. Things flicker.
How many people die from consoles exploding?
None. It's just severe.
None of the consoles exploding. It's all from the rocks that fall.
Have we got space rocks? Yeah, we need. I need to know.
The ship. I'm going to go ahead and, since we're past time, the ship itself was disabled. Most of the systems down. It takes you a couple hours to bring it back. Upon returning to the planet, you find it absolutely, completely dead, with the other starships destroyed. What was blue and purple and different colors is now completely and utterly black. The installation itself had been completely destroyed. From what the science team could see, it looked like it may have been a defense mechanism from the ocean itself, some kind of crystalline entity that had been a part of the ecosystem trying to defend itself, and in its last breath destroyed everything.
We did good today, guys. I think
this has been a joyous, momentous
by the way,
debut.
Since this is your first command, it's your job to write the report to the actual captain.
Shit.
So I look forward to reading it.
I am going to bullet point the shit out of that report.
As you guys are...
all I know is I got laid.
Here's what happened. So you guys are coming back. You see the devastation. It's just the three of you on the bridge, and it's like, so here's what's happened. We got here, and it was like this.
Yeah, can we all get a statement?
This is how we found
We
it.
found it. In fact,
Wink,
we
wink.
responded. We responded, and we'll talk to the others because all of us are losing our commission if anybody tells the truth. So even the ones who had nothing to do with it. So we showed up, and it was like this.
It was like this when we got here.
Yep. We responded to an SOS, and that's what happened. Now we just need to.
This is all.
You're
that's
gonna
left.
let's can we do that thing that they did in that one episode of Next Generation where they erased everyone's memory and only left data to take care of everything?
Clues, yeah.
Anyone?
We don't have an Android on board, do we? Because
Can we- not that you know of. Can we scan one last time? I'm not actually joking.
Sure, roll it.
Because okay, here, I'm just rolling all of these. Pick a color.
Pick a
black, like my heart.
Okay, so
Red.
we'll go with yellow
Okay.
because it's the only one with 2. I didn't realize there were 3 there. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that's 1 success. Is the dilithium still there?
No, it's gone.
So hang on.
Actually, no.
Rewind.
No, I stand corrected. Yeah, no,
I was,
it would
I
still
was
be
gonna
there.
say no. The dilithium should be there.
Yeah, it's now
just-
just a minefield.
Yeah. So that's horrible and awful, and we should totally mark this for future mining. And that's still a terrible tragedy.
This is the most horrible thing. I need you to get shuttles out there. It's so horrible that this actually happened. I need you to start mining the shit out of that. So, in fact, we need to have a dedication. It's going to take us about 2 days or so to get the lithium. And mourning for about 2 or 3 days. But anyway. And after that time, from out of nowhere, McDud appears next to Ensign Gleason.
Where the hell have you been?
It's all McDud's fault.
I
If
slug him.
McDud-
And he has a picture of
McDud
Jesse with a
runs
tentacle
planet.
monster.
I grab the back of his hair, and I grab like Kratos style in God of War. I just drag him over to the view screen, and I smash his face on the view screen.
Yeah,
And I say, "Do you see
better
what
him than
happened to
me."
that planet? Do you see what you did down there? This is going on your permanent record, McDud." And I let him go.
I'm just
Yeah.
glad it wasn't me getting pummeled for a change.
You hear
Well, you don't have any hair to grab.
You hear Summers
Ah,
in the
very
background.
true. I
You
mean,
hear
I'm-
Summers.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Just hear Summers in the background. Life forms, you lovely little life.
No, not anymore.
None of that.
You're
None of that.
all
Ever
dead.
again.
That's how it ends. You're all dead.
Oh, I would fuck with him and be like, all life in the galaxy is dead because of you.
Don't
It's
you
only
We're
us.
actually ghosts now. No, let's really set this up. We like set up holograms so like it looks like we're just intangible and it's like, oh, you killed us all.
No.
No, we're just going to you just killed the planet.
All right.
Oh.
So
Roll credits.
So
Dun, 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 dun.
that's exactly
You gotta have
it just shows the three of you on there, and Runner really says that it's like, all right, so we're gonna have to say that was like this when we got here. Gleason appears right in the back, or McDowd appears right in the back, then like the Brave New Worlds or whatever comes up. Credits.
Jeez.
It really is Lower Decks, only if Lower Decks was much darker.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we
Star
we
Wars
beat
is
Lower
sad,
Decks.
You have to leave saying
This was the best episode of Star Trek that we have yet to air.
They have never.
and,
They have come close, but never actually killed an entire planet. So just so you guys know,
Until
They did.
now.
Star Trek 2009.
We didn't kill the planet. I want to be clear about that.
They blew up
They
the
did,
entirety
but-
of fucking Vulcan.
You guys were like, we're gonna be totally cool with letting them destroy the planet, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna abide by the decision. Take the ship away from the ocean because I knew it was coming.
so worst. Instead of that, an alternate ending would be like McDud falls from the ceiling or whatever, and then you guys are still staring out, and one of you just says, "So that happened," and then
Can this whole episode be part of a sequence that's almost like Dallas, where someone's just dreamt it and they just wake up and they're like,
No, that's terrible.
No?
Okay, yeah, sure, I'll go with that. Just because
This is all in the dream of the Saint Elsewhere kid. That's all true.
So you guys had some options. You could have tried to talk to the quite clearly sentient sea that was down
Yeah,
there.
that occurred to me.
You could have tried to talk to Lishka to try to talk her out
That
of
did
it.
not occur to me.
I feel like I'm not smart enough for this game.
No, I mean, like, the moment you mentioned the crystalline thing and the setup, I'm like, okay, so we just need to set up a harmonic frequency thing to go down. But I don't want a table captain. I really don't like doing that. So
Well, I don't know what the frequency is, and we could have snapped it and smashed it up. And
I mean, that's acceptable too. At least if nothing else, that won't detonate it, which would leave people still alive.
Is killing the entire planet actually in the Modifius book?
Oh god, that's a good question.
Is killing an entire I'm sure it's here somewhere that you can. No,
So that's a no.
So no. If you're talking about this one, well, first off, I don't just use it. I've had to do it because of stuff that was going last month. This is actually the last one I'm using of this for obvious reasons. But no, and no, I made my own. I gave you guys extra stuff because I know how you are. But yeah, you even surpassed what I expected you to do. Which was nothing. I'll be honest.
We rescued the people who were taken captive. I just want to point that out.
We have those.
We
No,
didn't have a TP.
No, you got to take.
We need to kill them because they would tell on us.
Those people are also known as witnesses to the crime. So that's
no, they're super dead. They're executed.
We lost them in the pattern buffer.
Wait a minute. No. Was Cadet Summers in the back? Cadet Summers. Could I see you in my ready?
No, she'd agree. She'd agree to it. She's good. She doesn't mind killing people.
So what I do is I do that thing. You've seen.
She's on this crew. She's all about that life.
I've seen. You've seen Fight Club? Yes, no.
Seen
Sorry,
what?
I know you answered it earlier, but have you seen Fight Club?
Yes, I have seen Fight Club.
Okay, so the scene where he's got the gun, he's convincing the guy to go back to school.
Right.
So I've got the phaser, and I'm like, all right, listen. Did you have a dream? Did you have a dream? Answer the question. Yeah, so what did you... Okay, you're going to work on that. You're going to focus on that. You're going to think about nothing that happened today. Nothing. Because this was just another day. Do you understand?
This was just another day that happened. You got up and we found this dead...
There's nothing here. I pull out a second phaser and I jam it into her ear. Listen. It will take me no time. It's okay. It's on stun. Don't worry. Although, if I shoot you with the phaser on stun at point blank range, it will kill you. Did you know that? That's why I have it shoved up against your ear. Now, what happened today?
Nothing, sir.
Okay, good. Good. And then I pull back and I shoot her anyways.
Boom. And just like that, you got yourself a job working on Star Trek Picard.
So...
I'm told my friends and family have actually called me a buzzsaw writer because I am just merciless in my writing.
The ultimate conclusion of this story is making first contact with the oceanic entity and coming to some resolution as the fate of the refinery.
Congratulations, Jesse, you did it.
Lishka is not necessarily the
They
villain.
did do that.
Lishka is not necessarily the villain of this mission. That role is reserved for Vol. You met Vol once and then you never looked into him ever again.
Say who?
In fact, though she suffers from typical Ferengi greed, Lishka could be viewed in a sympathetic life since she's trying to break with the Ferengi patriarchy that controls and demeans its women. If the refinery fails, she will be destitute and may be forced to return back. If the characters prevent the oceanic entity from being attacked or at least killed, then they can awaken the workers and speak with the entity and may be able to work out a compromise. The entity can separate itself and could form a reservoir in the vicinity of the refinery where it deposits any of its waste, which was actually the dilithium.
Yeah.
This waste material is 10 times richer than others.
Yep. It's super dilithium, which means we can turn into salamanders if we use it.
Oh,
yes. I want that. Yeah.
Yes, I'm there for it.
The oceanic entity.
Well, not us. Only you, Laura. Actually, we're not human.
The oceanic entity communicates through visions, of which you guys decided to ignore. These visions are symbolic and manifest the form of memories. It is attempting to greet them.
Yep.
Anyway.
Well, that explains that.
Well done, folks. We did it, boys. We did it. We're the best crew in Starfleet. This is worse. Okay, so this is season 2. There was a season 1 with Katwalski, and in season 1 they were
actually evil.
They betrayed the Federation, and yet somehow this feels like the worst one of all the ones.
In fairness, that one ended beautifully.
I feel like I found my tribe.
I found my people.
This is the best. This is the best. Here's to the finest crew in Starfleet.
Yep, I agree.
By the way,
my cup is apparently invisible.
Blood wine on the go.
That's
I'm drinking while driving, so it's fine. I'm in my car.
Oh my god! Great. Hang on. Can
you know
can you say that on stream?
in Tennessee? Did you know in Tennessee that is technically illegal with the engine
You're
off?
kidding.
No, that is illegal with the engine off.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I live in a red state, so it kind of explains it, but still. By the way, guys, don't forget to go to modifius.net where you can get the Star Trek Adventures Klingon core book. You can also do the Elder Scrolls Call to Arms. You definitely want to check them out because they, not joking, have sponsored this and have put both money and resources into it and have not sued me for their money back. You can also check them out and get the collector's edition for only £59.99. Yeah, I don't know what that is in real money. You can also get Star Trek Adventures Wave 2 Complete Bundle. Don't forget to check out... what the fuck is your name again? Trek Lab. Check out Trek Lab. Just type in Trek Lab.
Trek Lab.
It's Trek Labs now.
Trek Lab and YouTube.com. He's basically the 10 cent of the group. We also have lorerunner.com, where you can check out all the fun stuff, though he's not going to be back till like August 31st, 2022. September 13th, 2020.
What are you doing?
I'm saying goodbye. I'm doing the ending! Sorry, Trek Labs. Maybe you're new to this YouTube thing, being that you podcast and stuff. I'm saying goodbye to everybody.
Bye, everybody.
No, we're not. It's not time.
You
for
don't
that.
get to say
promote
goodbye.
me.
Okay.
It's not time for
Jesse.
that.
God damn it! Go to Jesse Gender.
No, we're done. I'm not even going to tell him about the hundreds of dollars that I've spent to bring out the Nuance channel, which is going to release a brand new 12-minute video. I'm not even going to tell him that I spent 6 hours in the forest doing it, Trek Lad.
Only 6? Damn, that's pretty good.
I'm not going to tell him about that, and I'm not going to tell him about the new podcast. It's going to have me and Jesse Gender. You know what? I don't even want any of y'all here. Not you on here on the panel. I'm talking to my subscribers. I don't want my subscribers here. So anyway, I'm just going to, you know what? Where is it? I don't even know where it is. Hold on, I got to find it. Wait for it. Hold on. Wait for it. Sorry, guys.
I love you all.
Live stream.
You're all wonderful people.
In stream. And we're out. Done.